How's it going, people? Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to another match day live. In just under 30 minutes, we have a game against Everton in Baltimore at the M&T Bank Stadium. I'm with a few of the regulars around me. Robbie to my right. I've allowed him on the panel today. Big up, Robbie.
Oh, thank you. Cheers, mate.
Yeah, no worries, man. No worries, man.
I feel honoured.
On my left here, I got Lee Judges.
Thank you very much. I'm honoured.
Surprised you showed up after you've met Edu and all that.
Well, you know, what can I say? Like,
let's not get the head too big.
It's already done that.
Let's get the head too. You know, we are now known, me and Cecil, as the postman. You know what I mean? Because we deliver when we go out. Isn't that right, Cecil?
Yes, it is.
The resentment around here has been quite breathtaking. Like, you know, actually locked us out, me and Cecil, put us in the wrong studio. Didn't want us to be here. But there you go.
Well, we know who's sharing in Orlando then. No worries. The postman. And we got Dan. We got Dan as well to Lee's left. It's been a little while, Dan. You good?
Yeah, I'm good, bro. How are you, man?
Yeah, man. Can't complain. Unless we're talking about incomings at Arsenal, I can't complain.
Let's wait until the window's finished before.
Oh, the PR started. The PR started.
He's got to, man. Look at him. Wait until the window finishes.
This is unreal.
Burgers coming as well, so it's alright.
It's a good vibe in the room, though. Midnight kick-off over here in the UK.
Midnight kickoff. You know, I've got a bit gutted I'm not there because I know, you know, I remember when the last time in Arsenal played in Washington, which is not a million miles away from Baltimore, and it was an incredible turnout, incredible atmosphere. There'll be loads of Gooners there. Anytime they have a game in America, you know, the fans, like the American Arsenal fans, they turn out. You'll have Arsenal fans from Canada. They've got a big following. They'll be there, you know, and Arsenal fans will be there from all over America, you know. So it'd be brilliant. So looking forward to getting over there for Florida. But I could not miss my daughter's graduation. I'm sorry, you know what I mean, which was yesterday. Very proud of her. Well done.
Congrats, man.
Went very well yesterday. So
well done, Kenya.
Well done to her. But no, I'm looking forward to this game tonight because do you know what it is, right? Why I'm more excited. Even when I go a lot of times on these tours, you enjoy the tour because the fans you meet and stuff like that. But this is like one of the first times on these tours that you've got new players to look at. A few of them, you know. So, and then also, you know, in the news today with Zinchenko, that looks like that's going to get done. Another signing coming in. I'm starting to feel
Yeah, he's
good
doing
energy.
the business, and he's looking.
I'm in for this 90 minutes, man. Dan, sort him out afterwards.
It's unreal, man, isn't it?
Sort him out.
You know, he actually said, you know, you're going to be. Things are going to happen, you know. Zinchenko's coming now, like, you know, and
you happy with the Zinchenko?
yes, because if it goes through, he covers up a weakness that we've got in our team. The left side is a weakness, and I mean that as a weakness because Tierney is not going to last the season. We all know that. So if Tierney was to get injured now, you've got a ready replacement coming in, Premier proven. And can do, and also can play.
Does this stop our midfielder search though? That's the other
no,
side.
No. He plays left back, wide left, whatever, like, you know. And it's but I want to see that proper midfield player coming in, like. And until that proper midfield players come in, I am not going to be happy.
Oh, so you're worried. You're worried that we'll say, oh,
That's it now for
don't need a
midfield.
central midfield player.
Yeah, I think it could be because he can play there in left back, and I think that he plays there for Ukraine. He clearly wants to play at that number 8, and I think he's good enough there. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
But does that then stop us getting a Tielemans or a Paqueta? I don't know yet. Well, this is why this for me is an interesting signing, not because I think he's a good player. I think he's a good signing, and he can cover a left back, which you say. But actually, what's going to happen now? That's my thing.
Yeah,
what is going to
I
happen
agree.
now?
I even saw something about where he's been asking for some assurances on positional play. So, you know, and his favourite position is in the midfield, right? So, but I don't know. I still think it's a good signing. Listen, I still think we'll get a midfielder. I really do. I still think we'll get. Yeah, we
Yeah,
did.
yeah.
And look at you know Europa League, breaking the season, you know, and also you know the thing I was thinking of today as well, right? Actually, him coming in as a place for the Ukraine, they're out of the World Cup, and I'm still like when I keep working out how this season's going to work out, right? I'm still looking at it and saying, for instance, if you look at our midfield, Xhaka will be at the World Cup. Partey will be at the World Cup. Who else? Maybe that Fabio Vieira possibly could be at the World Cup.
Is El Neni there? Egypt?
I don't
No,
think Egypt
El
made it.
Neni's not there.
No, Egypt didn't
El
make it.
Neni's not there. Zinchenko won't be there. You know, so you want some players that, because when they come back, what state are they?
Yeah, it's a
them
good
players
point.
going to come back in?
It's a good
Yeah,
point.
it is a good point. Like that.
So
Listen,
you got to hit the ground running again on Boxing Day.
my big
in
worry
January.
about it, my big
Yeah,
worry about
Boxing
it
Day's
is
still there.
we all know that Partey's not going to make the season because can't because he's been always injured. So he
And
will,
he'll be at the World Cup as well.
Here at some stage will break down because that's guaranteed because that's happened over the last couple of seasons. If that does happen, we
Who's
are
coming in?
back. We are back to where we was
Well,
last
you need the
season.
Tielemans.
And that way, exactly. So until they address that, I am not going to be happy because it's there like a sore thumb, isn't it?
Yeah.
This is my problem at the moment. If Jesus, Partey, and Tomiyasu get injured, who's coming in? Cedric and Ketia and Lokonga. That ain't good enough, is it?
It's the same people.
So we need to get the backup now because a lot of people are saying we're not going to go and sign 5 or 6 world-class players, 50 million each. I get that. I'm not asking for that. Our first 11's all right, to be fair. Now we've got Jesus. We need someone to upgrade Granit Xhaka for me. But it's who comes in after that, which is the issue. We've already seen Cedric can't do it. We've already seen Lokonga ain't ready. We've already seen that Eddie at the last few games of the season kind of made everyone think that perhaps he's got something, but I don't see it over a course of a season being good enough. So it's our backup. It's just not good enough, is it?
Yeah, well, that was
So-
that was proved on Friday in Nuremberg. The first half was abysmal.
Yeah, but those were kids playing, weren't they?
Well, not necessarily. No, there was a few out there that that when you look at it, Maitland-Niles played, Bellerin played.
Yeah, but they'll all be gone.
Well, if they're all gone, Robbie, what?
One of them was our captain.
What are you gonna be
Don't,
bringing
man,
in behind that? Because it's all
No,
right
but,
saying that they're
no,
going
but
to
they'll be all gone. And then remember, a lot of the players, even some of the players that are playing today, right, on this tour, weren't available for Nuremberg, were they? Like even Xhaka's and all people like that. They weren't
Yeah, so
available.
they've got
Yeah.
a few. But what I'm saying is, you've still got when you're going into a campaign with a European competition, you've got to have some sort of backup. You know what I mean? Like, we've got to have a squad.
Yeah,
Our
yeah,
squad
yeah,
was
yeah.
very, very thin last season. It was thin.
Oh yeah, it was.
So we need to boost it up a little bit.
Well, look at
And
the bench today. It's a shambles. Look at the bench today.
It's our
What's
back-
the team today,
it's our
you know?
back- yeah, that's
Get
what I was
the team.
about. That's what I was about to get up now because
Excuse me.
MK here said apart from Ramsdale, who else are we missing as our squad is looking very light? No chance to compete with top four. So let me get the squad out right now. Starting 11, Turner's in goal again. Cedric right back, Tavares left back, Saliba and Gabriel in the middle. So that's exciting to see Saliba in an
so
Arsenal
Ben
shirt.
White's still not playing.
No, and he's not on the bench.
Not even on the bench.
No. In midfield we have Thomas Partey. Xhaka will probably be just ahead of him in the 8. Odegaard in the 10. Saka and Martinelli either side of Jesus. So it's a strong team. When you look at that, it's only Ramsdale, Tomiyasu and Tierney missing in terms of strength.
Ben
What's
White.
the
Well,
bench?
Ben White, yeah, but who knows? Saliba
So
might.
that worries me about Ben White now because he missed all the end of last season with an injury. He was in Nuremberg because we see him. You know what I mean? Like,
But he only just come back from the.
so he didn't train in that. He's not playing now. So he's not obviously quite ready yet to be playing.
But remember, this is a tour. There's 3 games.
Yeah. So
there's-
you want to see
there's-
him get
there's-
some sort of minutes.
Yeah, remember
somewhere
there's
along.
2 games in Florida as well
Yeah.
after this. So I wouldn't.
Who's on the bench?
Yeah,
by
let's
the
look
way?
at the bench as well. Conco, Bellerin, Pablo Murray, Walters, Holding, Maitland-Niles, El Nene, Lokonga, Torreira, Pepe, Nelson, Balogun, and Eddie Nketiah.
See what I'm saying?
Not a great bench, to
It's
say the
shocking,
least.
isn't it?
Right.
You don't look at any of those. You don't go. They're either leaving, not good enough, or have been here too long, aren't they? Do you know what I mean?
And
mix.
what was more of a worry is there's 5 substitutes next season.
That's what I mean. We've still got a lot of work to do, man.
Arteta and Edu and all the rest of them go, no, let's keep it to 3. Let's keep it to 3. We can't afford 5.
But then there are players missing off of that, like Fabio Vieira and
Vieira not even on the squad again.
Nah.
He's not in the squad, is he? There's
Great signing.
who else is
Straight into
am
the
I thinking
treatment
of?
room.
What, bench-wise? It's
Oh, Torreira's on the bench. as well.
Fabio, there you go. This is your new home, the treatment room.
Yeah, but that's. I think you guys are. The one area where I'd say you guys are panicking a little bit, because I do think there are a couple more signings that come in. Remember, Zinchenko would come into that. I still think we've got to get a midfielder. The one thing that I don't think we're going to get, which I would like us to get, which I still think I would like to see Arsenal have another different type of striker,
100%.
like a guy that you could hit balls into,
100%.
good in the air, strong. You know, I mean, just a plan B
Target
striker.
man, a Giroud type.
Yeah, plan B.
Yeah.
And Balogun's going out on loan, so they reckon.
Seems so.
Possibly.
So we're back down
Yeah.
to 2 strikers.
Or I think, you know, me and James were talking about this the other day. Maybe that was why they were trying to get like Rafinha in as well. It's like you have that attacking line that can all score goals, sort of thing. You know what I mean? So that could be your Lucas Paqueta or somebody like that, where we start to get goals from not just one. You know, like a bit like City, where, you know, Mahrez will get goals, Sterling, blah blah.
Goals by committee. Yeah.
Yeah. But I just, you know, I still feel Arsenal need to make about another 3 signings.
I agree.
Minimum.
Minimum. I'd say 4 or 5 to me, because
Yeah.
we're so short. We're paper thin. Look at that bench, man. I'm
I
not
said
being
10
rude.
signings at the start of the thing. I got laughed at by some.
I said
couple of them in this
8.
room.
I said 8 and everyone laughed. Yeah.
You
I
know?
said 8.
But
Everyone laughed.
Well, if you're going to get rid of, if you're going to get rid of Bellerin, Maitland-Niles, yeah,
Pablo Marie,
Pablo Marie,
Pepe.
you know, is Pepe like
Torreira.
like
If
Torreira.
Pepe goes, you have to replace Pepe.
So there's 5 players. You can't let 5
Tavares
players
possibly.
go without bringing in players for
Yeah,
squad.
but you are. You are bringing in players,
And we've
isn't it?
already got 30 on the books.
Yeah, and there's too many players there. I think you're missing that. There's too many players in, you know, players like
That
Bellerin.
ain't good enough.
Bellerin's
That's the
going. He
Yeah.
wants to go.
Let's hope
He'll
so.
be gone. Tavares will probably go out on loan, maybe even be sold. Tavares, you know, because now Zinchenko's coming in. I think you can say that Tavares is going. Pablo Marie will go.
Yeah.
You know, so there's.
We hope, but
But then, you know,
we've got 30 on the books. So even if 5 go, I think the number's 30. So even if 5 go, we've still got 25.
yeah.
So we've just, who else is going to go at this team? Because we've given Eddie Nketiah a new contract, you know. Like, who else is going to go? We've just named, Bellerin, Marie, who else?
Leno, he's gonna go.
No, I'm not talking about keepers. Keepers aside,
Oh, okay.
this is 30 on the
Okay.
books. So we're going to need to get rid of a
We've got 5
couple more.
goalkeepers on that
Yeah, but a
bench,
couple
haven't
more will go.
Now, regardless of keepers, I've taken the keepers out of it.
A couple more will go, won't they?
Yeah, we hope so, but we're moving halfway through the window
Maitland
now.
Niles.
We
No, but
haven't-
even if they don't go, they just won't be named in the Premier League squad, innit? So you name a squad of 25 players for the Premier League, but
Yeah, they might do
I
that.
think they will go. There's plenty of time for these players to go, man. Whether they be sold or some of them even go on loan,
What's
the
it,
window.
3 weeks?
The window.
Three
window
weeks before the
shuts.
season starts.
First of no, but the
Jeez.
transfer window shuts on the 1st of September.
Yeah, so that's
Yeah.
when you want. But I want to see the main team playing at Crystal Palace. Not.
Yeah.
Except I want to see the midfield player coming in. It's not going to happen if it's Tielemans, just for instance. That is going to be towards the end of the season if anything goes up, because you know. But I'm a bit of old school in me, like, you know. I want to see my top players playing in these sort of
That's not
games.
old school. That's just.
Yeah, but it don't happen no more,
Oh,
does
no,
it?
it don't
Because of this
happen. No, it
January,
don't happen.
because of the window don't close till September.
Precisely. This Tielemans one is an odd one for me, man. I mean, that can't be hard to do, can it? He's 30 million, he wants to go. There's 1 year left. He's made it quite clear that he's not going to stay for Leicester. I'm amazed that no one else is snooping around him.
Maybe we don't really want him.
Maybe he ain't the one for
It
us.
must be
Maybe
we
they
don't
don't
really
want him.
want him.
Like.
It's either maybe we don't really want him, or maybe it's like
There's
they're
been
trying to
Cecil.
drive the price down.
Well, yeah, even the numbers we've heard is pretty good for him, but yeah, they might be trying to do that.
They're
But if
trying to drive the price down.
another
because-
team jumps in, we don't tend to do well in those battles.
Do you know what I think in this case of Tielemans at the moment, where I do think maybe Arsenal are holding some interest on him, is that nobody else has come in for him, and sometimes that's giving you an idea that with that particular player, there's some sort of personal terms have been agreed. So it's like, what will happen sometimes is like, other teams will know that, so they'll be like, we're not going to waste our time with Tielemans because he's going Arsenal.
Bit like Party with no one else coming for him because they knew he was coming.
Because they know. So you get that.
Yeah,
with,
good point.
It's even with that Rafinha thing. He was due to, obviously, it was agreed for him to go. He was going Barcelona. Yeah. But the reason why we came in, and it was pretty, when you think about it, it was a good little move Arsenal were trying to do. That in the end ultimately didn't come off, but they knew that Barcelona had these financial issues, these big problems. But they also knew that he was he's definitely going to move. But now they thought to themselves, Barcelona have run into all these issues financially, so we'll just try and get in and get him.
He's shrewd about it.
And then Chelsea came in, bang, as Chelsea do. But it was a shrewd little move that Arsenal tried, but then ultimately, I don't know where Barcelona have got all this money from, man. And they're getting Lewandowski today as well, for a club that's skint.
Yeah, I know.
You know what I mean? Where are they getting all the money, man?
It's all mad. More onto the game today and the players we do have. Mark saying Turner wasn't great at all in the first game, the first pre-season friendly. And
catch a cold.
He's hoping he can deliver, and he needs a better game today.
Excuse me. I don't want people to get carried away though, man. He had a bad game. I think he should have saved the first goal. I think he should have saved.
Yeah, that one was shocking. The first one.
But think of how nervous it must be for a goalkeeper. I don't know. You don't want to. No.
For not having that, Rob. Come on, he's like playing in front of 20,000 fans. You know what I mean? Like, it's a friendly. You got to. I'm sorry.
You don't think you've got any nerves? Come on, man.
Well, you've got to be able to handle that.
I know it's a friendly. So you know what? All right, make your mistakes now.
Oh yeah, all right. Let's hope he makes a few more today. Then,
keeper. Hopefully we don't see our backup keeper much in it. So
I don't want him to make mistakes, but I'm just.
I want to see him. I want to see him so that if anything happens to Ramsdale, I'm confident that he's going to do it. I'll see enough of Renison after 1 minute to say he ain't no good. You know what I mean? And he hasn't played since, by the way. You know what I mean? Our record on goalkeepers, by the way, it's not very good. I don't think Edo has anything to do with the goalkeepers.
Disclaimer, you're going to add that to every...
That's what I'm saying. But no, what I'm saying, the goalkeeper situation, like for instance, your goalkeeper could go down in the first 20 minutes of the first game of the season. You've got to have a backup goalkeeper. Now, I've always felt that in Ramsdale last season, when he got injured against Aston Villa, or he was going up to the Aston Villa game, I turned around and said, don't care, I know Leno's going to come in and do a good job. Right? That's what you want from your backup goalkeeper. Now, I know it's difficult to keep Leno for that situation, so this goalkeeper's got to come in and start doing the business.
Yeah, but it's the first game he's ever played for Arsenal Football Club.
Well, it will.
So we got to give him. We've got to give him a bit of time, man. That's my opinion. I mean, let's give it a bit of time.
I get that.
I certainly should have saved that first goal, but it's
harder.
harder.
I don't know what he was doing.
Plus, as well, it's harder for
a
keeper. Second one, I thought.
Yeah, he could have done better.
Yeah.
But he was a bit exposed. Robbie, question for you: is the AFTV family visiting Disney World?
Did you put that in yourself?
Listen, it's your boy. That's the one. Listen.
It's your boy.
It's your boy. That's it. That's his name.
It's your boy. You know what I mean? I reckon that's you. That's you or one of these lot. You know what I mean? That Disney. If we get time. I don't think we get time for that. There's so many functions going on and things like that. You know what I mean? So I'm not even sure.
But
if
you
we
ain't
get
heard
time
Mickey
for that.
Mouse supports Arsenal, no? You ain't heard that.
No, I don't get, and I don't give a Donald Duck either, you know what I mean?
He's done well.
He's awake.
Fair play.
I quite like Donald Duck, though.
We got.
Yeah, so the answer is that no.
It seems so.
Funny enough, where we're staying is like right near Disney World.
Ah, yeah. It's a bit like having
He's saying we can hear the rides from our rooms. That's it.
Where's the old McDonald? You're not in there. Stay away.
I've never been to Disney World.
Have you?
No. I've been to Euro Disney.
Yeah, not the same though, Rob.
I've never been to the proper one, you know what I mean?
One takes dollars, one
Have you
takes
been?
euros. Yeah, I've been to the Euro. I've been to both, yeah.
Yeah, is it good?
You been to both?
Yeah.
Hospital.
Of course, yeah.
But I actually think that if we was to go, right, if we're allowed, right, we should go Universal because that's a little bit more action.
Universal Studios, I've been. That's better.
Yeah.
I've not been. I didn't go Disney when I went to Florida. I went to all the other stuff.
And I'm not really into Mickey Mouse no more. Like, you know, I'm sort of grown out of that.
Yeah, that's what we would have gone to see
Have you?
Mickey Mouse for. I mean, bloody hell.
Cecil, that, yeah, Cecil, Cecil, like that. I mean, like, he's got the ears and everything like that. I mean, like,
Oh, the postmen are right. The postmen are right. Trouble in
he was the one that
paradise.
thought it up, wasn't he? Like that. I mean. And what was made it worse is James said he wanted to be Minnie Mouse. So I don't know what he was going on about that. Like, I mean, so.
We got another super chat from Chitanya saying, Spence, Basuma, Richarlison under Conte. Get serious, folks. Our rivals are getting better. Rumours are for Maddison to Spurs, and they're already a problem.
Everyone's going about Jed Spence. I think that's a good signing. Good young player, but he's still unproven in the Premier League. Zinchenko, right? I like these proven players, a couple of proven players.
Yeah, good
That's why I'd go for Tielemans as well.
Yeah,
Sometimes, when you buy a proven player in the Premier League, I'll tell you, it's invaluable, right? So, Jesus, proven. Zinchenko, proven. And I'd like Tielemans as well, proven. And then a Paqueta. For me, if that was the window,
Yeah,
I'd be
same.
very happy with that.
No, you're right.
I think people are forgetting we made some good signings as well. You saw today, even with Jesus' agent, he was saying that, you know, Chelsea tried to poach
Yeah,
it
I know.
right at the last minute. So did Tottenham, by the way. Tottenham were trying to get Jesus before they got Richarlison.
Yeah.
Right, so, yeah.
I like, I'm not going to lie, you know what I mean? I quite like Richarlison, you know what I mean? But for 60 million, it's a lot of money. Basuma, I think, is a good buy for them, like, you know.
Basuma's the one I would have liked
Yeah,
Basuma.
likewise.
also.
But, you know, but they've improved in the areas, you know, if we got someone like that in it, say if we got a Basuma-like player, a Tielemans or someone like that, I don't know who they go for, the Brazilian lad, I would then turn around and say, you know, well, that's a good, solid window, like, you know.
Yeah, but you know what it is for me, yeah? Listen. Here comes Mr. Negative. Listen,
Yeah, well, it's...
reality needs to set in sometimes. Tottenham, towards the end of the season, you knew what they needed. And you knew what Conte wanted. Full-backs, you knew they needed improvements in midfield with the Ndombele situation and whatnot. And they went out and they brought a midfielder in. They brought when Jed Spence gets confirmed, 2 full-backs in. Richarlison is their 4th attacker now.
Centre back.
Essentially depth, 60 million. Now, when have Arsenal gone in and you know what we need? Instead, we're here saying Martinez can cover 3 positions. Zinchenko plays centre mid in the 8 for Ukraine. It's like, go out and buy an 8. Not one that just plays
No, but how do you know they're
international.
not going to go out and buy an 8?
Because Rob, like, we
No,
need
but
to
how
be
do you know-
proactive though.
No, but how do you
Why
know?
are Tottenham the one that's being proactive when for years we've called for that?
No, but hold on. How do you know they're not going to? This transfer window shuts on the 1st of September, right? It's not like we're going to go into the first. If we went into the first game of the season right now, and we went and got an 8, would that 8 start? Do you think he would start?
If you bought an 8, he better. Well,
If
if
we bought-
you
see,
bought him,
if we
you
went
gotta
out,
start him.
if we went out tomorrow and we bought Tielemans,
Yeah.
and
He'd start.
everyone's fit, do you think the first game of the season
Yeah,
he'd start?
He
100%.
should
He'd
be.
play ahead of Chaka.
I know, I think-
midfield, he's not good enough.
I think. Hold on, wait a minute. I think if you've got a fit Thomas Partey, he starts.
No, but obviously Partey plays the 6.
Yeah.
So I'm saying, right? Is there a mega rush on
I think there
for
is.
that number
Yeah,
8? You've
I
got
think so.
you've got a midfield at the moment of Thomas Partey. You've got Odegaard, right? They've brought in Fabio Vieira. The midfield's not empty. So if they're looking at a target and they're trying to be patient to maybe bring that person in, I don't see there's, you know, I think people are panicking a bit. We're in July. The window shuts on the first. What I've hated about Arsenal over the years is that we'll get to nearly September and we ain't made no signings yet. We ain't brought no one in, and we've just literally got the old squad from last year. But I don't think that's the case this year. I don't think that's the case. We've brought in signings. There's signings there. And some of these signings you're talking about wouldn't necessarily start the first game.
But I think what Turkish is saying, and where I'm with Turkish, is Tottenham have already got it. Their pre-season is starting. They've got the players they want in. we're still mucking around trying to think we still need 4 or 5 players. We've just discussed for the first 10, 15 minutes how short we are and how bad it is. Tottenham aren't. They're looking at their, right, we've got our 5 in, we're going to now play, we're well ahead of Arsenal here now. We've got 5 players in ahead of them, they're still mucking around. They still need 5 players. And I think that's what's frustrating, is they've done their business really early and we're still, give it time. We've got ages yet.
No, we bought
and we'll
in-
have 3 more players.
How many players we bought in?
2.
They improved the first 11, 1.
Huh?
They improved the first 11, 1.
The first team scored 2.
First 11.
Yeah,
for
the
me,
first
Jesus.
11 won, but the first team scored 2. You had Vieira into that.
Yeah.
Fabio
The same
Vieira,
bench as well.
Gabriel Jesus,
Zinchenko will, if he comes in.
Marquinhos.
I don't class
We
Marquinhos.
bought Saliba
Marquinhos
back.
won't.
Okay,
And
so
Saliba's come
hold
back.
on, you can't start bringing in.
that's
No,
not
I'm
another
not, I'm not, it's
that's
not a
another
new
signing,
It's
though.
not a
No,
new
it's
signing,
not.
but it's an addition to your squad.
Yeah, it's an addition to squad.
So I'm saying, if you go into that first, we're not going into that first game of the season. For me, for a first time in a long time, unprepared.
But we might be. What happens if Shaka gets injured today?
Yeah, the squad's not thick enough.
What happens then?
Then you've got Thomas Partey who can play there. You've got El Neni. He wouldn't go into the first game short. I think you lot are panicking a bit, man. Serious, I really do. The 1st of September is when it's
you're
shut.
going into
As
the
long
same midfield that wasn't good enough to get into the
No,
top
so you
4.
brought in Fabio Vieira.
What is the ambition of this club? Is it to try and challenge for the title, or is it not? So if they're going to be challenging for the title, whether it be this year or next year, you're going to have to get midfield players in that are going to be better than the ones you've got now.
I agree with you, but you have to be. We can't judge it yet until we
It's
get
taken
nearer
it's the
to.
fight. How
Have
many
Chelsea
years
got all
is
their
it?
players in
How
yet?
many years?
A couple
is
of,
it these
about a
midfield
week
players?
and a half ago, I was chatting to a Chelsea fan who was absolutely losing it.
Yeah,
He was
but-
absolutely losing it. Right now, this week they brought in Koulibaly, they
Yeah.
brought in Raheem Sterling. All of a sudden, well, I was chatting to him a couple of days ago. Now he's happy days.
Yeah,
I think we have to be.
But what I'm saying, though, Robin, is
out of the big 6 so far this window, sorry Lee, but out of the big 6 so far this window, we are last in terms of improvements. If you class Lissandro Martinez, Christian Eriksen and Malaysia going into Man United and then, okay, forget De Jong.
You think that's enough for
It's
United?
not enough, but it's improvements.
Has that addressed all their areas?
No, because with Man United it's a bit different. I think Man United are in the first year of what they're going to call
So
their
we're
own
not,
process.
we're not behind them. I
Yeah,
don't
but
think
what
so.
I'm saying is, same as Man United to a certain degree. I'm going to let's bring them into it as well, because Man United's midfield is as poor as ours. The 2 in midfield. the
McFred.
two- They're not great. They're okay, but that can be improved. They've not improved that yet. Like as an outsider
Well, they brought
watching
in
Man
Eriksen now.
United, as an outsider watching Manchester United, they are never going to be any good until they sort that out. And it's the same with Arsenal, but this has been happening now for 2 or 3 years. It's the same players.
If we go in with Xhaka and El Neni again, I'm sorry. That would be 6 years.
Well, it's
now.
going to happen because I'm telling you this now. Partey's hamstring is as reliable as a chocolate teapot, right? It's not going to hold up. You know it. I know it. He
The
will not
season
last
starts.
the season.
The season's, as I said, the window shuts on the 1st of September. If by that time we haven't bought anybody, right, fair enough, right, you've got an argument. But I'm not losing it yet, because to me, there's still time to bring in a couple of quality players in that
you, Robbie,
midfield.
are the same people that were saying the same thing in January. Don't worry, we're going to bring players in January. We're going to bring players in January.
No, you're wrong. In January, I was saying that we need to bring in a midfield player at the very least. And I felt we needed a striker.
Yeah, and we thought, well, don't worry, we'll do it. You know what I mean?
Right.
It's January the 31st, the window ends.
No, that was an error.
Well,
That's what I'm saying, but I was able to wait until the end of the window so I could give my opinion.
So what happens if at the end of the window there's no midfield player coming in? You're going to say that's
Of course, that's what I'd say. If the end of the window comes, but we ain't.
Yeah.
The end of the window
I
is
agree.
in about
That's
the
why I'm
1st
not
of
going to.
September.
And I do agree with you that it's not a priority. Say in other areas that it is. You know, I do think the left side was more of a priority than midfield. But I expect that once the season starts, I do expect that. By September
still
the
agree with
1st, I
what Dan
expect a
says.
midfield player in.
I'm still a little baffled with the Tielemans things, because I would have thought deal
What-
easily done, but
I've got my things on that. They're probably asking for too much money at this moment in time.
No, we was told towards the end of the season that they have a plan, and that's why I know what you're saying, but there's still a lot of time left. But if you're telling us you have a plan, and you told us it's a process, it's the third year of that process, and the guys that have just sacked the manager midway through the season and brought in another manager have acted more proactively than we have, that's a worry for me. At the very least, it's a worry. It's not a panic, because I'm done panicking with Arsenal. This is the same shit, different season for me. Judging off what they've done, it's going to be the same shit, different season, the season coming as well.
Spurs have not really made apart from,
I think they've done good, man.
Hold on. They've not made a signing where you say, wow.
They've given the fans hope.
Hold on 1 second, right?
Real hope.
They've not made a signing, right, where you say mega signing, have they? I don't think
Listen, I would be very, very happy.
I'd like this so.
No. I'm saying if you're a Spurs fan, you're happy with your business, right? I think they've done some decent business, but they have not made the only team that I see really in that top six. The six that you said, well, actually, 2 teams out of that top 6 where you can say, wow, they made a mega signing is City with Haaland, actually, yeah, you could improve Chelsea in there. Chelsea with Sterling, and Liverpool with Darwin Núñez.
Chelsea have lost Lukaku, right? You know what I mean? Like, and people would go, well, that ain't a great thing. This time last season, Chelsea were being tipped to win the league because they signed Lukaku, and I'm desperately hoping that the Sterling one falls flat on their face as well. But they've lost good central defenders. You know what I mean? Like
Koulibaly's a good signing, though.
Yeah, Koulibaly, not as good as Rudiger in my opinion.
Ooh.
What are you saying it is?
He's been more highly rated than Rudiger over the last 5-6 seasons.
He has to be fair. But I have question marks over Koulibaly, to be fair. That's all they are. Question marks over. I'm a big fan of him. I think he's a good defender. I've seen enough to have question marks over.
Only thing you can have question mark over is his age.
They've got players.
Precisely.
They've got players that want to leave. Chelsea, like, look, listen. A couple of years ago, those players would never have left Chelsea, never until they was like over the hill. Now they're losing players to other clubs in their prime. We'll have to wait and see on that, But I just think that
just going back though on
Tottenham, I think they've made what I look at Tottenham, and I think that we're a little bit like they have weak areas in their team. They've filled them. We still think there's weak things in there, that team there is not going to win the league, is it?
No, nor is Tottenham's.
Is that team going to get your top 4?
Is that what we're looking at? There's not going to get your top 4, no. But let's see what.
It's about
what
a squad
else
in it as well. We're in about first.
It's what
so all right. So in that team, what are you looking to improve on? Where are you looking?
Like you said, I think we need to improve the midfield. And I personally would love to see Arsenal bring in another striker. The problem is
100%.
who? Because I look around world football at the moment and I'm like, who is that striker of that stature, of that thing, the game-changing type of Plan B striker that could come in and, you could look at maybe an Ivan Toney or somebody like that. But that's going to be, Brentford would be like, right, what, like 60 million or something like that. Is he worth that? You do have to look at the economics of these things.
If we want another striker, it's going to cost us a lot of money. That's why it's not going to happen. It's going to cost us a lot.
I saw the other day Moussa Dembele at Lyon, but he's.
Nah, not for me.
Yeah, I'm saying. So that's the other problem is as well. What we got to look at.
It's got to be realistic.
Who is that
we all would
striker?
love a Tammy Abraham or somebody like that, maybe, or like the Victor Osimhen.
Had Tammy Abraham last season. Everybody's like,
But where are they going to play?
Me. I wanted Tammy.
You're going to say to him, right? Yeah, he can come in and play. But where's he going to play? You're going to spend 60 million on a striker.
Those are the other problems I'm saying, Lee.
That don't matter, Lee.
It does matter if you're the player. If you're the player. I see what you're saying, but as a £60 million player, this is where Tottenham have had a problem getting somebody over the line. Where am I going to play? Well, you're going to be backup to Harry Kane. Well, I don't want to be a backup to Harry Kane. I certainly don't want to be a backup to Eddie Nketiah and Jesus. So I'm going to go to so-and-so. That is the problem that you've got now. The reason Jesus has come to Arsenal is because he knows he's going to be playing regular. So when he has his negotiations, where am I going to be playing? But now you're going to have a centre forward who's going to come along and go, right, where am I going to play then? Where am I going to play? And you're going to go, well, you're going to play. You're going to play.
You're explaining the difficulty of the transfer window.
Yeah, that's the problem.
You know,
I think you've got to go for a player that's in their 30s, a bit of experience that you know.
And I'm still looking at it and saying, like, even though Tottenham, they've, you know, Richarlison's a good signing, Basuma's a good signing, but they've not made mega signings when you look at, you know, Perisic's on the loan.
He's a clever signing.
Jed Spencer's unproven. Let's wait and see. You know what I mean? I think
different positions, can't he?
The thing is, they got mega players already. We're the only team.
The advantage they've had with the forward line is that they've already got 2 world-class strikers up front. World-class players up front.
Super chat here from Max saying, why are we worrying about Spurs? I couldn't care less. It doesn't matter what Spurs, Chelsea, United are doing.
We're just saying we're comparing. Because
well, it's a comparison, isn't it? It's the comparison to what they've done in the window. I'm not. Listen, I personally am a bit worried about them because I think they're going to finish above us. I do. I think they've got a better manager. I think they've got 2 better centre forwards than us, and I think the manager will get them. Probably 3rd place.
Undisputed saying how many of Spurs signings will actually start. They're all squad players. Basuma starts, Jed Spence starts, Perisic starts.
No, listen, they've strengthened.
I'm sure they bought one more.
Lenglet will start.
Lenglet at this moment in time will probably start, and Richarlison will be the first man off the bench.
Lenglet won't start.
They need to improve their squad. That's what they've done.
Lenglet's alone as well.
And ultimately, when people say, "Oh, you're worried about Spurs," they are our rivals in for that top 4 spot.
Lenglet won't start.
Who do you think will play in front of him?
Dyer. It'll be Dyer and Romero.
Yeah, but they go 3 at the back, so it'll be Lenglet, Romero, and Dyer.
Well,
and then Perisic
Davies,
I don't think. Yeah, he played well, but I don't think he'll get ahead of them.
Red Square says, end of the window signings don't win you anything. By the time those players get going, the league is gone. We're 8th and same again.
We didn't come 8th last year.
Well, we didn't. But
you know what I mean? Just people stop panicking, man.
5th, 8th.
You know what I mean? I can be the
7th.
most critical, but you know, I think so far the window with Zinchenko coming in as well, so far for Arsenal has been decent. I'm not. You know,
I'm with you on that. I have to say,
Premier League proven players.
Add a midfield player to that
with a balance.
I think you'd be happy in all that, wouldn't you?
Absolutely. It's not been a shambles of a window, but I'm just when we're comparing it to others. Obviously, we're a bit worried at the moment, and we're worried because it's Arsenal. Well, that's why we're worried. How many transfer windows have we gone? Wow, every single position is covered.
Do you know what? As well,
we don't.
You also got to look at it and say there's our boy Matt Turner.
There he is.
You got to look on it as well and say
Saliba.
He's
got any old
Saliba in Arsenal shirt.
Saliba. Come on, Saliba. That's the one I'm looking at tonight, I tell you.
What number has he got on? 12, because at this moment in time, Bellerin's 2, is that correct?
Yeah.
So the numbers have not been registered to the Premier League at this moment in time.
Will they? No. Yeah. Too early yet. He's the one I'm looking at tonight, though, Saliba. I really want to see this kid.
Yeah.
I really want to see this kid, man. I like him. What I'm seeing.
It's like a new sign.
I'm hearing. Here we go. Arsene Wenger in the corner over there.
In this particular case, it is because we never seen him play.
Yeah. Nah,
Mind you, actually, no. The last time we did see him play was a friendly, innit? It was
MK Dons, wasn't it?
MK Dons.
Yeah.
And he looked good, and then we sent him on.
He did, yeah. And then we got rid of him. I'm looking at this Matt Turner as well after what you guys said because I only saw the goals. I didn't see him in the game.
Must be Odegaard, yeah.
He looked a bit shaky.
Oh man, that's not good.
He looks nervous there, doesn't he?
Yeah, he don't look nervous.
They look nervous there, don't they?
Yeah. Well, the other one, I haven't seen that. Who's captain? Odegaard.
Yeah.
I think Odegaard's going to be the permanent captain.
So do I.
Yeah, it's going to happen, isn't it?
Now, Lacazette.
We're not spoiled.
If Tierney was fit, do you think he would give it to Tierney? I do.
Yeah,
Because last season he was fit. He was the captain last season, wasn't he? Tierney when Lacazette was out. So I reckon he would give it to him.
Looks like all Arsenal fans there, as usual in America.
Yeah.
It's nice to be relaxed, isn't it? And not have the tense, you know what I mean?
Let's just see some, excitement.
Yeah.
I believe a little
It's a strong Everton team as well.
Saka has changed his
It
sponsor.
is a strong Everton team. Calvert-Lewin's playing.
I think he's got the New Balance now.
It's always been with New Balance.
Damari Gray, Ali's playing, Decore, Davies.
Yeah. Check the boots.
Go on in, Arsenal.
Yeah. He's now. I think he's at New Balance now.
He is at New Balance, definitely. But I don't know.
That's a good.
Straight out to the left.
Oh, we're going to win the league, look.
Oh, how did we know?
I'm spinning.
Where is it? Oh, on it!
That's a penalty.
Welcome back to Matchday Live.
Nice to see Ty, Charlene in the building. Where they've been
Big up,
working
Ty,
on that.
big up,
On
Char.
the Don Robbie, have you been on the Don Robbie today? Yeah. The DR Sports.
It's nice that you turned up.
It's tight eating.
Thank you very much, Ty.
Lee, do you want to give me a shout as well?
Yeah, I know what I like to do to you.
It's not that type of show, Lee.
Saliva.
I just don't like you like that, Lee.
Oh, what can I do to really irritate? I know what I do.
What's happening there then?
What was that? Oh, he gave the foul.
Just play on, man. What's all that about?
Play the advantage.
Who's favourites for the Euros anyway? What same as you say that was the
England. England now. Spain were the favourites at the start.
Yeah, but they lost 2 players, didn't they?
Germany.
Spain could go out tonight.
No, they're through to the
Oh,
quarterfinals.
today?
Yeah.
Did they beat Denmark today?
Yeah, 1-0.
1-0. Ooh. Did they?
Yerry Mina's always on side.
Yerry Mina's
Always on side. This is a friendly, my guy. Relax.
Always on something, man.
He's another guy, good defender, always injured, isn't it? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, good player.
Who's that?
Menina.
Yerry Mina.
Easy for you to say.
That's why I didn't want him at Arsenal. Quite happy with Saliba.
Don't swear at us, Ty.
With a good tempo watching.
Listen, I struggle with Smith.
Oh, boy, that's good.
He looked sharp when he come on the other.
He's another one where Martinelli just said, I love Martinelli, but he's got to get some goals, man. Could be got another one where Martinelli just said, I love Martinelli, but he's got to get some goals, man. Could he go 17 games without scoring, didn't he?
You know what I think could be a better way of selecting if he plays in the role of that's my shout. That's my shout for most improved players. That's my shout. That's my shout for most improved players.
I felt really sorry for him.
I want him to play as a box-to-box midfielder.
I think he got thrown in the deep end massively.
What are you laughing for? I'm telling you. See the last game when he against Everton he played with a box-to-box.
He's not ready, Robbie. Come on, he's not. I like him.
Alright.
I think he's got potential, but
Yeah.
you know.
Second season.
Okay. Yeah, he did, didn't he?
Like, I agree with you, I don't think he's ready. But
Playing as
100%. I thought he'd never had a real.
he's playing next to Patino in one of his first games. And then on his own, like lone
I don't
defence.
think he's a defensive midfielder.
I like certain parts of his game, like he tries to pass forwards, I like that, and I think he's got some strength in there, but I just don't know that he's
Are we
quite
looking at the audio issues, yeah?
Yeah, it keeps going in and out. The white noise. It's weird.
It's all Arsenal so far, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
It is.
Well, if I be honest, Everton have got to do some major business as well, haven't they? After their poor.
I think they're finished now, man.
I think they are as well.
I think the whole Usmanov thing. Usmanov was the real fuel behind that fire. Like.
The minute that you get rid of Ancelotti and Benitez and get Lampard in, you know you're done. That's when you know you're done. Like, everybody was laughing at Benitez and Ancelotti, like, oh, they're washed up, they're terrible managers, and then they both go, and then Lampard nearly puts them down. Shows how good they were, really. Oh, that's decent.
Let me know when the audio's back, people in the chat. I have seen your comments and whatnot, because you can't hear us properly, obviously, you lot don't know it, but let me know if we're back.
What's gonna happen with Nuno Tavares? Is he gonna go out on loan?
probably.
I think we'll see an outflux if that's even.
I think there's a player in him, mate, don't you?
He's not a left back, though, is he? I like him, but he's not a left back.
He's like a left
Going
winger,
forward, like I like him, but
He's similar to unpredictable. But he's similar to Andre Santos. He wasn't a different right, they're forwards.
yeah, let's hope he's better than him, though, Ty. You know. Him and
Love for Jesus, still do.
They'll soon forget about him when
Haaland starts banging them in.
5 goals a game.
People, the audio should be fine now. Let me know in the comment section, please. Same way you was letting me know it was gone, let me know it's back, people.
There was a lot of Everton fans here, wasn't there?
Corner
Yeah,
for
yeah,
Arsenal.
load of Everton fans in that corner.
yeah, Haaland's gonna be sick, man. He's gonna smash it. We know it.
Love people letting me know the audio's back.
Darwin Núñez ain't started off too well, has he?
I like him though. I do like him.
Yeah.
Go on. Oh,
I thought that was it. But
Yeah, I think, you know, again, people are panicking about him.
who? Nunez.
You know, like people are like, oh, we've wasted money. Oh, he's played 2 friendlies. I'm like,
come on,
bloody
man.
hell, you know, you've got to give a guy.
That's what he. Yeah,
I like him
chance,
a
you know
lot.
what
I
I
like
mean?
him a lot.
Well, get them out,
Yeah.
so you get your signings in the pre-season, so they get all of that rustiness. And
No, but you'd be writing him off.
no,
What was you saying earlier about Matt Turner? Yeah, I mean, it's seen him.
You walked into that, bro.
Yeah.
to be
No,
fair.
I don't, because he's not the number one striker, is he?
Listen,
You see that? Now, yeah,
Backup.
you fell right into that
Nah,
trap.
he fall
Yeah.
into nothing like I'm saying he's a backup.
It's been all Arsenal first 10 minutes.
It has been.
Absolutely.
Moving the ball nicely.
Go on then, Saka. Go on then, Saka. Yeah, done him. Easy.
Nice.
Oh. Oh.
Foul for Everton just outside
Come on.
their box.
Quality.
Good first 10 minutes though. Love people, love. I know we're back now.
Good
I
tempo.
see all the comments.
Apparently Arsenal fans are booing Dele Alli in Baltimore.
That's always good. That's always good. I never got the hype. He was always overrated for me. I never got it with Dele Alli.
I never got it watching him, but he was productive at one point. He was
He had, one,
very
he had one
productive.
season, didn't he? He had one season, and I thought, yeah, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe he's got something about him. But
Even when Jose came in first few games, remember he was
who?
when Jose went into Tottenham.
Oh, yeah,
Again,
yeah.
He picked up the
Yeah.
productivity again,
No, you're right. Yeah,
and then they fell out. Whatever happened.
yeah. I still haven't
Yeah,
watched that
yeah.
all or nothing thing with Tottenham, but apparently it's quite fun.
No. You're right, Ty. You're right.
I can't stand. I can't stand that guy, man.
Who?
Jose Mourinho, I can't stand him.
well, the thing is that it's everything that's wrong about football, but people love it. How can you be a trailer trash manager and be popular?
Yeah,
That's what because he was winning. When he weren't winning now.
Marquinhos on the bench.
yeah.
No.
No, I'm with you, Ty. I can't stand him.
I'm pretty sure he wasn't on the bench. Let me just double check that.
So of all of our signings, there's only one out there.
Yeah, Marquinhos is not on the bench, no.
Remember Fabio Vieira had that boot on?
Well, Turner as well, but
Oh yeah.
And it's
What's happening
Fabio
with
Vieira had
Vieira?
that boot
What's,
on.
what's going on with it? His injury then, Vieira or James?
he said it was.
back.
He said it was nothing as well, though.
Someone
So.
said he was back.
No, he wasn't named when we went to Nuremberg. He wasn't even in the.
No, he's just sat on.
He may play.
He's
as I
flown
said,
out.
he's flown out. He may play in one of the other games. Remember, there's 2 other games, so
It's a
maybe
tour, don't
Wednesday.
we? As Robbie says, it's a tour.
It is.
It's a tour.
It is. It's 3 games.
Tour of duty.
You know, you haven't played every game, and then you'd be like, oh, why did they play him every bloody game? You knew.
I was just like to see him have a couple of minutes.
You knew he had a little injury. You went and played him in all 3 games now. Now he missed the start of the season. That would be
He's
it.
still got a grudge from breakfast.
He's
on nothing.
What happens as well?
Oh, God, I'll let Lee tell the story, don't worry.
Well, we get to our hotel, don't we, like, you know?
That's like
So what time's breakfast? They said, you ain't got it.
Are you serious?
No, I'm serious. Oh, Tate and Lyle, wasn't it, like?
Lucky had hotel.
Yeah, I tell you what. He's right.
Hotel.
What he's talking about?
Dodgy Airbnb. Yeah, hostel.
Yeah,
You're right. Hostel. Your name hostel.
I just got back from Potter's and there was a breakfast menu, you know.
First time one of the first times I went abroad, Borussia Dortmund away, it was hostel. Hostel thing.
Oh,
Yeah.
That don't bother me. They had breakfast at that
No,
With no breakfast.
didn't even have electricity. No electricity, no water.
How'd you get running water? Would you get down the river for it?
Yeah. Get a
Saka,
bucket.
love. Go on, Saka.
Yeah.
Rainbow trout, was it out of the river for your wreckage?
I know you used to live rough living, you know what I mean? Oh!
Ref, is that
Little lean into the back.
man?
I know, I was very impressed with the hotel because when we walked in there, it was background music. Whenever you go to a hotel and there's background music, you know you're in for a posh.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, what sort of tune was
Is
it?
that the...
Well, it was sort of classical.
Oh, Tchaikovsky, Beethoven.
Oh, well, saying, yeah, I think you're right about that.
Bit of Mozart.
They're German, weren't they? German.
Matthew Whitton.
It was a very nice hotel.
Handel.
So anyway, they said, no. I said, what time's breakfast? They said, oh no, you ain't got it out here. I said, what? Hotel without breakfast? Oh no, you have to. Oh, so.
What you do then? Go Mackie D's drive-through.
Well, we didn't have breakfast. We didn't have breakfast on the second day.
Press is good, isn't it?
Well, because we was at the airport at 4 o'clock in the morning. You know, I mean, no point, was there? No point. Still dark.
Go on.
That's it.
Let's go.
Oh, that's a
Good
save.
save.
That's a save, man.
That
Good
all came
save.
from the pressing, didn't it? That was a great save by Pickford.
Who was that at the shot?
Jesus.
Jesus. Got it on target though, didn't
Great
he?
pressing, man. They pressed him into errors. Look there.
I think that was just a really good save.
Yeah, that is great.
Great save. Took it.
Yeah, fair play,
Who's
man.
that?
I like the way he took the shirt early. Oh, it's a great save.
That was a good save.
Should be scoring that, man.
Yeah.
Oh, you're always negative, you are, Turkish.
What, for us to score is negative, yeah? For wanting my man to score. Nah, man, give the keeper
You
that.
could have lifted it, innit?
Yeah, or even give the eyes and the near
Oh,
post.
yeah, he should put it in the top bins and we've been 1-0 up, wouldn't we? But listen, he's there to just get rid of this rustiness. It's not quite right yet. First game of the season, he'll bang that in.
Let's hope so.
Edu's trained you well, innit?
Yeah, I love it, dude.
Great groundbreaking interview. Cecil
What a man, what a man, what a man, what a man, what a man.
and Pepper, great.
Go on. Yes.
Oh, yeah! Put that in the post.
What's happened there?
What happened there?
I think he's taking his eye off it.
Hit the post.
What?
I think Saliba won the first, and then Jesus.
Did he hit it into the post?
Yeah, did he?
I think he's
No, in fairness, I don't think there was much of an angle.
What happened there?
Nice.
I need some glasses, I think.
I think James is right. Saliba won the
Is it a bit
first.
blurred?
That's
Nice.
That's class.
Nah, ref. Come on, man.
Oh, come on.
Come on,
Is
ref.
it blurred? Is it blurred?
Are you the same prescription or something?
My God. They're quite good as Evans.
Are you the same prescription?
It wasn't Saliba, was it?
Ah, no,
Oh,
fair
yeah.
play.
They're all right now, but it's slightly
Gabriel,
blurred.
who was that? Was it? I
Hey,
can't
Jones.
see.
I'm just launching.
You sure?
Yeah. Would you
Was that Saliba? in
There's
the
one of one missing.
Nah.
Jesus on the
Oh,
end.
James has
I think it was Jacques on the first header. Was it glass?
I broke my glasses trying to be funny.
Oh, look, you have. You snapped them, look.
Oh, that is just brilliant. Isn't
You actually serious?
Yeah, look.
Oh no!
it? Joke.
He really doesn't like you. He just broke
Yeah.
Where's the lens in it?
I don't know.
I don't think it was when he threw it. I think it's when you put them on.
I don't know.
I thought you had them like that.
No, it weren't, was it?
The best bit is he put it on and went, oh, these are really good.
No, they were.
Even better when they weren't broken.
Oh, nice.
That was nice. Who
It's
is it?
decent. Go on.
Is that tomorrow?
It must be, yeah. He didn't get no runners though.
No, well played. That's good, Tobias. That's
Yeah,
good.
I've repaired them for
Learn
you.
how to throw now.
I need a bit of glue in them,
An
though.
absolute angel, thank you.
Learn how to throw.
Just a bit of glue and
I
it'll
like
be all right.
Tobias though, man. I do
Yeah, I
like
don't
him.
mind having him in the squad, you know. Like,
Yeah. But I think he will. I think he will go on loan.
Can you see all right, James?
No, I'm just guessing.
One lens.
That's all right then. That teaching. That teach you for having Spain, wasn't it?
Yeah, I knew this was coming.
No, yeah, because you was in on it, I know, weren't you?
No.
You didn't say to him, oh no, you can't do that to Lee. You was going, he was sniggering in the background. No, let's stitch up Lee.
So where were you when the Don disgracefully changed my team? Where were you? I didn't see no backup from you then.
What?
He took Germany from me, gave it to AGT.
No.
Yes.
What, and you put up with that?
What am I going to do?
Oh, well, I thought I'd have had a fight with him. I'd have challenged him for that. Germany are the favourite. Who did you get instead of Germany?
Yeah, verbally.
Northern Ireland.
Northern Ireland.
Oh, God.
Oh, nah.
Look, he's laughing his head off.
Robbie's loving that.
Good pressure that.
How comes that in when you got swapped it? You had to swap it over.
Yeah, he did it.
Why? Why, Robbie? Can you explain?
It's a fella, yeah.
It
Being horrible.
happens sometimes.
Because the Don's a,
Being horrible, you know.
because the Don's a cook. Who said that?
The Don's the crook.
Who said that?
Nice.
See, Charlene
remember-
swapped England and then lost it back
Yes,
straight
I
on.
know.
I
I
saw that. It's classic.
What happened?
What?
She swapped it.
Yesterday, I got a sweepstakes swap, and I was like, overwhelmed, like, oh my god. And I was like, I'm swapping for
Nice.
England. Then
Parisian London.
Parisian London span right after me and got England back.
Can you imagine?
Yeah, because he had England, she swapped.
I thought Belgium had England.
They've taken
Yeah.
No, it's been taken off him as well.
It's all
Yeah,
chopping
take it
and
off.
changing.
Yeah.
If you get, because if you spin it on that thing, you can swap, innit?
I literally had it for about.
Whose idea was that? Who come up with that idea? Oh, but
The Don.
And the Don.
Or Jason. Or
Oh.
It was Xhaka, but the thing is, it's not the fact that he got it wrong. He should have gone forward.
it's only pre-season,
Oh,
James.
this is dangerous. Oh, no, good covering.
Who was that?
Oh!
Corner.
It's a corner, mate.
Is it
Here's
really?
a corner, but
Oh, he caught it. I'm happy he caught it.
Who gave the ball away?
of course it was Xhaka.
It's good covering defender. Who was
That's, was it offside, was it?
Cedric.
Corner.
Cedric done okay.
Right, let's see what we can
I
do
don't
with
think
this, 'cause
Cedric's
they
as
got
bad as
Yerry
he
Mina,
makes
man.
out to be, right?
Yerry
I
Mina's
think
good.
he's all right for a backup.
Yerry Mina's very good in the air.
Cedric's
Cedric.
fine for a backup, man.
For a backup, I think he's all right.
Not long term.
Not for me, man.
That's poor. Why didn't they get the ball in?
Oh,
That was poor.
what are you doing?
Who was that?
Is he just taking him out? What was that all about?
Why do that?
That's poor.
Because we're a much better team with him in it.
Oh, that's good football, that.
He assisted it, yeah, he assisted it.
Okay.
Now, if he touches the ref, he's got to stop the
Stop
play.
that, yeah, but that definitely touched
He couldn't have touched it, man.
That's American.
Well, it's
It must have been someone else.
maybe pre-season they allow it to go.
Oh, what was
Oh,
that?
my, oh.
That's out. That's gone out.
Yeah.
Ball up.
Nice.
Still play that same sort of ball to Saka all the time, don't they? Like, teams are going to suss onto that.
Shoulder.
Was that Dele Alli, was it?
Look,
He dived there, man.
Yeah,
Dele Alli, man.
once you got that
Dive.
Spursy in your can't
That
help it, can you?
was actually shocking from Dele Alli.
Yeah.
That's
That's
terrible.
what they're taught that.
Not
Spurs.
surprised though.
They have diving boards and swimming pools there, like. You know what I mean? In lane 1, we have Harry Kane. In lane 2,
Home win song.
Song.
And in lane 3, the referee.
No, we've got Richarlison now.
Richarlison now.
He's the worst diver of all. Them two put together.
He's on diving board 3.
Yes.
I'll tell you what, that Richarlison, there is something wrong up there, man. I'll tell you that. There is something wrong with him up there. I'm sorry, there is. It's just bizarre. The stuff, he's just, mentality is just bizarre. I can't think of anything else to explain
It
about
has
it.
to be to sign the top.
You know, Tat, you know.
He is very active on social media as well.
So what happens now when teams are knocked out? Then can you with the swapping around? Then what happens when they're on that?
Do you know the funny thing?
They're out, mate.
So you can still swap it.
You know the funny thing is, Lee, I actually got a sweepstakes swap because I've got no team.
He's got no team to swap now, has he?
Can you imagine?
They just spinning it
I
for no
tell
reason.
you what, hey,
Keep spinning.
that's like going to Nuremberg and not getting no breakfast. You've been well stitched up.
Oh, that's a.
He's in
I
here.
did well there, Cedric. Good save.
Hello.
Good save. You should have called that, Robbie. What's the matter with you?
He should have caught it, to be fair.
Let's have a look at
This.
It's a great ball.
Oh, mate.
Great touch as well.
Oh my God.
What the hell's he doing there? Jesus.
He got worried, Cedric, man.
Yeah, he was not drafted at American football. He was given it one of those, you know. Why is that? Well, he couldn't catch the ball, could he? Oh, okay. we go. He was a goalkeeper. At college, he was a wide receiver.
Oh my lord.
Oh dear, oh dear.
It's only pre-season, second game, guys.
Thing is, right, that's what I was saying. What I was saying earlier about when you're Premier League ready,
Yeah, well, he's
right? Premier League,
He don't look football ready, though,
Different
does he?
no, he don't look bloody championship ready.
Premier League's a different thing. You know what I mean?
Oh, what's it? Water break?
Arsenal, yeah.
Mate.
I'm more worried about Xhaka again giving the ball away. Like,
You're always negative, Turkish.
no, but come on, man.
right, yeah.
Like, what's going on? If there's one thing he needs to learn is stop giving the ball away.
It's about giving the ball away in poor areas as well,
The
isn't
guy
it?
was in his own box giving it
The
away.
guy's
yeah,
been
yeah.
doing it for 6 years, man. What do we expect? Do you know what I mean? This guy.
He's
come on.
still there, isn't he?
Why is he still
Should
there,
be
man?
replaced.
The guy needs to be upgraded on. It's so obvious.
He's 29 now, is he? 29, 30?
You know?
And
Is he
people
30?
say, oh, the last 2 years he was brilliant for Arsenal, the best 2 seasons he's had. What does that say? Really? What does that
You know
tell
the-
you?
you know the
the
one
last
that
2
really
seasons
been our
is
best
his best.
midfielder for the last
What does
2
that
years.
say? Get
We're
rid
a
of the
better
guy.
team with him. Like, people keep on saying that. I just think, what do you mean?
Jesus.
Well, we are, because there's no one, when he's not there, there's no one.
But
better
that's
to
my
come in. That's
point.
the point.
Yeah.
You know? But it ain't been addressed yet, is it? But as Robbie says,
The last time the guy kicked the Champions
First of
League, we lost
September.
10-2 on aggregate, and he's still in the team.
Don't panic.
Don't panic.
Don't panic, Mr. Mannering.
Don't panic.
I like that.
The younger audience.
If you know
They
what,
won't.
I'm used to just seeing Arsenal, man. Just like the last week of the transfer window. That's it.
What, buying Arteta, Mertesacker,
Running and yeah.
Park Chu-young,
And the
Andre
whole-
Santos.
So at least this time round, man, I'm just pleased to see some decent signings coming in. But but there's more to be done. 100%.
Yeah, well.
The Tielemans thing, I'd love to see. Again, he's proven. So it makes perfect sense to me.
I'd love to see Tielemans, man. Premier League proven, Belgium international, right age as well. He's
Yeah,
25.
Is he
I like
going to make it?
Yeah, I
Yeah,
like
he
him,
is.
Cecil. Yeah,
He's
I
a
like
good
him.
player, man. He's a very good midfielder.
Oh, that's class.
Oh, that's terrible, that
Who
is.
is that? That's class. Who was that? Jesus, that is class, man.
Yeah,
That's that. Who's the right back for Everton? Holgate. He's a, you know, I mean, I don't like him. He's always dirty, isn't he?
He's dirty.
That should be a yellow, though. He pulled
Yeah.
his neck back.
Oh, what's that, man? Come on.
No, it weren't Shaka again.
Shaka
Surely
again,
not.
it's come
He
on.
Is it
can't.
actually?
Who's that there on the ball now? That's the guy. Who is it?
That's Shaka.
If it is, he's
On the floor? Who is
Oh,
that?
Gabby. Yes, Gabby, get him. What?
Oh no,
No, it wasn't Xhaka. Yeah, he just got
Let's get spiky, innit? For a friendly.
Apologies.
Gabriel's on smoke.
I love Gabriel, man.
Hey, it's not friendly anymore.
Why are these men fighting in pre-season, man? Just calm down.
That's twice he's gone a little bit funny now, that Decore. Eh?
Yeah.
Who was that then?
Who was the...
Oh, Martinelli.
Oh, no. Well, that's a foul.
That's
is
a
it?
definite foul.
It's a foul and then he's fell on top of him.
But he gave it and then he just ran.
And then all Gabriel's trying to do is just get the ball back off of him.
That's bad, though.
It is what it
He
is.
knows it's a foul because he's picked the ball up.
Yeah,
It's a
Quality,
friendly,
I like
man.
that. That's all right. Yeah,
Come on, man. Isn't it?
I've got a lot of time for Carolina. What's happening here? Hang on a minute.
well, one wide receiver there was all out of position there.
There we go.
He's playing quarterback now. Look.
Sweeper keeper.
Arteta wants to,
A wide receiver.
versatility in positions, mate.
I want you to play goalkeeper.
Oh, no, hang on. What's going on?
Give him time.
That's what you just said about Darwin Núñez, isn't it?
Well, I'm just saying.
Give him time.
I'll tell you what, like, he's not as good as Leno, is he?
Nah, he's not as good as Leno.
They're in here, look, they're in here. Where's our left back?
Problem you got with a player like Leno, is just Leno is not going to sit there as a number two.
No,
is he?
I get that, and I
That's the
understand
problem.
that.
It's a shame, innit? Because
It's a shame, really, because he done it last season with hardly any games. This season we'll have a lot more games.
Leno's quality.
He's on his way, you know.
Fulham,
what I mean?
innit? They reckon Fulham. They could do better than that.
But I'd like to see him stay and then play in the Europa League games and still be part of the team. You get more opportunities this season.
He was like, he just tried to flip.
Well, we're going to go into the Europa League weaker with this goalkeeper. I'm not being horrible. He's not as good as the other two, is he?
Don't look.
Ramsdale should be playing Europa League though. This is, for me, Premier League, Europa League, FA Cup, Ramsdale, League Cup, Turner. That's it.
Yeah, but the Europa League qualifying stages, so we should get through with.
We should, but I'd still play Ramsdale.
I don't want to see none of the team that play in the Premier League playing in the Europa League stages.
Great touch.
That's a good ball.
He's looking sharp, Martin. Who's that kid messing up? Is that
Was
that Odegaard? They've only just. They're
That's a ball. Go on, then.
Poor touch.
we're a little bit behind. They've only just come back to training, these players, haven't they?
Who?
Like Odegaard and
Oh, yeah.
Shaq.
Go on, have that. Oh.
Jamie thinks we won't get Tillemans if we get Zinchenko. Something I said at the
Yeah, I
after
said
the
that.
beginning.
A lot of people are
I'm
saying
a bit-
that,
I'll be
man. I'm
being
worried
annoyed
about
by
that.
that.
I'm worried about that.
Address the midfield. Have to address the midfield.
Well, who are we going to go for on the right wing? Because we're looking at Rafinha. Was that just a smokescreen for
That was a smoke screen to renew season tickets.
just to say, oh look, we tried?
Yeah,
You
like,
think?
like Vlahovic, huh?
You think Rafinha was a smokescreen?
If we don't spend the money, then it's not what I think. It's what.
Oh, if we don't spend the
yeah,
money,
if we don't
yeah.
go and out
But
now.
it wasn't a smokescreen. They were trying to get Rafinha.
So if they're prepared to spend 50 million on a wide right player,
Go again.
Paqueta,
Go
innit?
again,
I reckon
so whatever.
Paqueta is the one.
No, that's lazy. Come on.
I like that Paqueta.
oh, I'm seeing it
quality,
being linked with
Yeah, I agree. I like what I
Sane
see.
the other day, wasn't he?
Yeah, that's not going to happen. Is
Oh,
it?
yeah, you're getting another body double part. You would for that night, you know what I mean?
We'll take all the City reading.
All those bloody moves
Go
you
on,
do,
that's-
I'll take Sane all day.
giving it.
Lovely, right?
Looking for that ball all the time, look.
Go on, Saka.
Oh!
They're very physical at Everton for a friendly.
Yeah.
You know, let me get this physicality in, especially an early friendly. You know what I mean? Early.
Yeah.
Lampard wants them on job.
He's going to be under some sort of pressure going into next season. Isn't he?
I was
If
just
it
going to
don't go
say
well.
that. I don't think Everton will be good at all. I think they'll be in the relegation zone again.
Oh,
Go on, then.
Nice.
oh! He's offside. Yeah.
Offside.
Yeah, it was
But if that's the case, then he's going to be under pressure, isn't he?
100, yeah.
He's offside there.
Do you think they're good though, Everton? I don't look at any of their players and go, cool. Like Richarlison kept him up and he's gone. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, I'm surprised. Yeah, they've let him go, haven't they? They haven't really replaced him yet,
well,
have
they're
they?
trying to get Harry Winks. I mean, they've got to do better than that, haven't they? Jeez.
Cornet, someone saying.
Oh yeah, Cornet, he's a good player from Burnley. Yeah, to be
Just
fair.
mentioning him.
Raven, I see you moaning about I didn't read your super chat. Here's your super chat. How does it feel to miss out on Martinez, lads? I assume you're a Man United fan. How does it feel like to get smoked by your rivals every season? Liverpool, City. How does it feel to see them winning leagues and Champions Leagues? How does it feel finishing second, bringing in Ronaldo, Varane, Sancho, and then finishing seventh? Like, we can do this all day. I don't really want to argue about who's
I'm
worse.
not stressed about the Martinez one now if we're getting Zinchenko. I wanted Zinchenko before we were after Martinez. So I've told you already, Premier League proven, man. It makes a big difference.
I'll agree with you there. I'll take Zinchenko.
A lot of these big...
Only half the price as well.
Look at that. I'll be honest, I never heard of Martinez. Had you? I never heard of Martinez.
No, I never heard of him, no.
Had you? Oh, right, is that the only reason? Well, I hadn't, like, you know what I mean? So, at the end of the day, I'll take Zinchenko, what was his name?
I just look at it, right? I just look at it and say...
Zinchenko,
£50 million for a guy that ain't
I'll
gonna
take
start.
him every day of the week.
Yeah.
I remember when you did that show with Gunnar Lee, that's what I was saying to him. I was going, £50 million for a guy. This was before we were knocked out of it. I was going, for a guy that ain't going to start.
I'd take Zinchenko.
That's why maybe there might be a future path into the first team for him. Maybe he won't start straight away, but Martinez.
If I don't get De Jong, he might be in the midfield.
Oh,
go on, hit it.
Now.
Hey, look at it, go Jesus again.
Jesus again.
I believe in Jesus. Keep telling me.
He scores when he wants, he scores when he wants.
Pick up the phone.
Yeah, good.
Ching ching.
He actually is scoring like all the time. It's madness.
Great finish.
It is unreal.
Sometimes you can spot it.
Good touch finish.
Really good signing so far from what we can
Great
see.
delivery. It's a great delivery.
Bad goal.
You know what? What a touch as well. What a touch.
I'm not being horrible. If
Lovely touch.
What a
Turner
touch.
would have done that, we'd be complaining.
Yeah. Obviously,
So watch this touch. Watch this for a first touch. That is class.
That's a brilliant touch.
That is a class first touch, isn't it?
Class
Yeah,
play,
finish
isn't
is
even
good,
the
isn't it?
finish, yeah. Roof of the net.
Players in front of you, bang.
That is a class touch.
Was he calling?
He's calling Eddie.
Calling Eddie. Nothing else.
Well, they've got the flares out. They've got the flares out there.
He's calling Eddie.
Well, in America, you're allowed flares and that in the stadium, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, really? I said.
Nice.
Great pressing by Jesus, man. That's what I'm saying. Premier League proven. You can go and get all these, you know. But I like a Premier League proven player. I've seen what he can do week in, week out. He knows the terrain. When he's going away to Everton, he's been there. When he's going away to... Yeah? No, listen, obviously not every player you're going to get is Premier League proven. But I'm saying that when we bought him, when we were looking at Zinchenko before Lisandro Martinez, I was like, yeah, it makes sense, get him.
All right, you're right.
Zinchenko and Tierney
I'll
battle it out.
I'll make you right as well. I'll make
Zinchenko and Tierney
Tielemans, that's why I
battling it
want
out.
Tielemans, because Premier League proven as well. But no, you got a point there, man. That was class goal though. What a finish. What a touch as well. Like what a touch.
Could he be, as I said to Lee the other day on Invincibles, could he be like a sort of Alexis?
That's what people are saying.
In that he was at a club where we knew he was quality, but he was surrounded. Alexis was surrounded by Messi and Xavi, Iniesta, and all that, right? And he needed to go and do it. You know what I mean? Could that be a similar?
The best one to compare him to. How many goals do you reckon? Like, how many goals do you honestly reckon? Because like people are being unrealistic. I'm hearing that 25 and all.
15.
20.
20.
I said 15, and I'm with Lee.
15, and then Eddie getting 10.
What are we talking? League?
Yes.
Yeah, league goals.
League.
How many going for? 3?
No, 20's about right.
Serious.
20's about right.
20.
First season, 50.
First season
he
where?
should demand 20.
Oh!
Go on then!
Yes!
Jesus again built that.
Saka.
I'll tell you what, an impressive first half this, by the way.
Yeah, it has been. It has been a very impressive first half.
Started a bit.
It was a slow start. They had the first big chance, but other than that,
No,
we've
it's
been
an
alright.
impressive first half. It's been all Arsenal.
Yeah, it has been all
Apart
Arsenal.
from the one little sort of
They can't handle that front three.
What Jesus said, this is what he does for art.
He flicks it through.
Push it back. No, it's the ball into feet. Go. Arsenal players are useless.
Tell him that I've got to be
He has his back to goal, like Lacazette was all last season. But
Yeah, that's class, man.
Rob, we've got a question for you.
There, I see it. I know what he's saying. Then puts him on the front foot.
spins and runs.
He didn't mean it for him though.
No, but what that starts from him from that first touch.
It's a question for me.
He's positive. That's what he's saying. There.
Question for you, Robbie. Why do you hate City more than Liverpool? At least City fans are bearable winning something. Does City selling Jesus to us change that opinion?
I don't hate City. I think what it is, I did a thing and I said that between City and Liverpool, I just like...
Where we done
with
the 5
Liverpool,
teams we didn't like.
Yeah, Liverpool have done it in more a better way. It's not just all about, they haven't just had
that's fair though, isn't it?
wad of money just slapped on them, you know what I mean? They've actually built what they've got.
They give it large now, City. When you go to City, they give it large, don't they?
When you're winning as much as they
Yeah,
are.
I get that, but
Let's be real, it's the money
when
that's
they
got
weren't
them
winning.
to where they are. Whereas with Liverpool, even in recent times, it's, there's shrewdness in the market.
You've got to respect what Liverpool have done, man. They're a very well-run club. Very.
Even when we're talking about those comparisons, so like when we're talking about players, again, that are Premier League proven type players, I'm using that word a lot tonight. As you look at it when they bought in Mane, again, a guy that you see at another club and you're like, hey, he's got ability, man.
Yeah.
This guy's good, he's Premier League ready, and then they bought into it and
their
look how he excelled.
Their recruitment
recruitment's been unbelievable.
Exceptional. Mane, who else? They brought in about 4 or 5 real.
Yeah, so
Van
sometimes
Dijk,
what I'm saying is sometimes you buy players from another club in the Premier League, right? It's not really a sexy signing because people have seen him at the other club. So Jesus wouldn't be as sexy a signing as a Darwin Núñez, right? Who was blazing up in Portugal, you know what I mean? But sometimes those signings, man, are good signings.
Yeah, I agree.
Liverpool's best signing, or one of them,
Get Tielemans.
has to be Andrew Robertson, man. 8 million from Hull.
What an unbelievable signing.
What a signing that is, man.
Yeah, it doesn't make you haven't really got it's not always the thing about spending loads and loads of money, is it? It's just getting the right people in.
That's why the Zinchenko thing for me is going back to that guy with Alessandro.
Don't you?
Yeah, I think he's a quality player.
Even Jota, when they got Jota, I was like, I don't know about that.
What's a signing that?
Oh, nice, unlucky.
Yeah, and again, people were slagging that Jota signing.
I wasn't first.
Right? But Jota,
I liked it.
obviously they're seeing him in the Premier League and they're like, look at his
I liked him a
Wolves.
lot. I thought he was
What if we
quality
bring him
at
up to Liverpool?
He went another level.
The one that hadn't worked for him, which was a surprise because of injuries, is Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain. Just injuries.
He's injured again, isn't he?
Back again.
Always injured, isn't he?
Yeah, injured again.
Such a shame.
Sean here with a super chat says, United fan, but it looks like you guys are assembling a team with a plan. Wish we would bring in a right winger and a couple of midfielders already.
Do you know what the Lisandro Martinez one is like? I'm curious to see where he'll play at Man United.
I think he will go left centre back. I think he'll go over Varane. I think Harry Maguire.
Over Varane. Over Maguire.
I think they go back. Could they go back 3?
They could go back 3. Like I spoke to Said the other night, and then Said was saying, that's nice.
Playing good football, Arsenal, man.
Go on, then.
Oh!
The hell did he shoot there? Nah, as a cross on it.
Look, Cecil just went
That's a Tavares cross.
He doesn't know. He just whacks a foot at it.
He put so much on it.
He just whacks a foot at it and says, you know what? Let's hope for the best, man.
Sorry, what was he saying again there?
Yeah, Said reckons he'll play him as DM. That's what you told me.
Maybe. But then why were they getting Frankie de Jong?
Yeah, that's
so
what I
if they
said.
get Frankie de Jong, he ain't going to play as a DM.
Their midfielders can't play.
Left back, they've got Luke Shaw and
Malacia.
Malacia, who they brought in as a left back. So he's got to be playing as a
left centre back. But
then
so that's what happens to Maguire.
They made Maguire go. He's confirmed.
Maguire's been confirmed as a captain.
Yeah, so what happens there? It's a bit
That's
all
what
over
I'm
the
saying.
place,
So
isn't it?
nearly 50 million quid for a guy. Is he going to start? I'm just curious.
Maybe a back 3. Maybe
it's a back 3 with Maguire.
Who'd you drop out of that then? Varane, Maguire, and
then obviously they got Bailly and Lindelof who are no good. Who has?
Bailly, I think they're looking to sell Bailly, aren't they?
He's always been all right, though, hasn't he? He's always been like
played well the last couple of games, hasn't he?
Yeah, but he's always injured.
He's always been a half decent centre half. He just can't keep fit, can he? Yeah.
Lisandro Martinez coming in, buys off, mate. That's what I reckon.
Yeah, United still have to make a few sales as well.
Yeah.
Similar position to us.
Yeah.
United need a striker, man, because Ronaldo, as much as he's class, like it ain't gonna.
Rashford's gonna have a good year,
Can't
bro.
like. Nah,
Wayward ball by Everton there. Throw in Arsenal.
Rashford.
Trust me, he's gonna have a
Coming up to half time. 3-4 minutes left.
Nah,
People.
man, I don't get it. I've
I'll
never
tell you
got
what's
the
a strange
Rashford.
one.
You reckon?
Jesse Lingard ain't sorted out a team yet.
Yeah.
I saw him he's got some team in
In America, isn't it?
Nice.
Saudi Arabia. Offering
Saudi Arabia, I was
5 million
hearing.
a year or
Yeah,
something.
I was hearing this.
Some mad money.
Do you know Jesse Lingard wants 180k a week?
From who? From where?
Well, from anyone who wants it.
That's
I mean, like, it's a madness. Like West Ham were really snooping around him.
Yeah, but he ain't got to pay a transfer fee, have
Oh, Turner
Would you give him 180k a week? He's not that good, is he?
he? Signing on fee, I suppose.
He's another one. I've never got the amazing hype with him, really. Like, he's alright. He's alright.
When he went to
He done very well at West Ham. I changed my mind about him when he went West Ham.
At West Ham, he was good. But United, I just thought he was average player.
He's alright, but I don't look at him and
Yeah,
go,
it's
"Cool,
nothing."
what's
Yeah,
180k?
yeah,
That's a bargain. Go and get
Yeah.
it. Do you? Like, nah.
Is that he's looking at 180?
Never do
I
that.
guess there's no signing on, but he ain't worth like no chance, bro. He's not a
180K.
young player no more either, is he? He's
Believe
about
it or
nearly
not.
30 years old.
Madness.
Isn't it? He's nearly 30, isn't he?
Yeah, he might be 30 already.
Is he 30 now? Yeah,
He might even be
30.
30 already.
Would you guys make it an Ericsson signing to United?
I think it's a
Good
good signing.
signing.
Yeah, I do. I
signing.
think it's a good signing.
Yeah, that's a good signing. He's a good player he as well.
Yeah,
He doesn't want the limelight. He'll get you goals, assists, a
Creative
threat
play.
from outside the box,
Yeah.
set pieces.
It's how they play him though, isn't it? I guess,
Yeah.
see, the thing is,
What's he
at
gonna be, him
Brentford,
and-
he's the man.
exactly.
Are United, that's
Is he
the
going to
only
be a
thing
sub?
again.
Like, is he going to play Bruno and Ericsson? Like, are they going to play one? I don't know.
I don't know how they're gonna do that one.
No, I don't understand United at the moment. I don't know where they're going, man. I just
I've been impressed with this first half, by the way.
It's been a good
yeah,
first
it's
half.
been a very good
really
first.
good
I remember we're playing good opposition here. It's not like, you know,
Yeah, this is a good workout.
Nuremberg
This
was
played-
a second division Bundesliga
Played some
team,
really
isn't
good
it?
football, dominated.
And
Cold
Everton,
shot.
Everton have like given it a go as well. Yeah, they have.
He's seen it from City. Yeah, I'm looking for the sleep, but he's pushing me.
I had a little power nap before I come here, man. I'm good.
Oh, you need, yeah. I needed it, man.
You should be refreshed. You just come off holiday.
Oh, look at that.
Who's just come off on
That is so
Lee,
lovely.
Lee.
Well done.
Nice.
Who was that, Martinelli?
Yeah.
These are some
Martinelli's look good, you know.
8-star hotel.
Go on, that's
Poor pass.
He got away with it.
Oh, foul, ref.
Oh, don't be injured.
Take him off, get him off.
Oh.
Cramp, he's got cramp.
oh, thank God for that.
Exactly.
Why'd you go cramp at 44
Take him
minutes?
off.
I don't care what it is.
Them tackles, man. Innit?
Yeah, but yeah. That's just bad tackle.
What happens here then?
Oh, yeah.
Caught him, man.
It's a booking in.
I mean, dirty, innit, in Everton, man?
Studs up.
Jamie says, who needs a wide right when we have a wide receiver in goal? Also, where's Ty at? Ty's right here. He's in the back, people. And the next one actually says, evening, lads. Is Ty asleep and is Saliba playing? Ty's wide awake, people, watching the game as always.
Gabriel and Yeremina are still arguing, man.
Nice, go for it.
No,
Luckily,
he's arguing with Yeremina.
haven't had
now,
much to
man.
do.
That was a bad foul, man.
That was a bad foul, eh?
I hate playing against them. Dele Alli, Godfrey, and Mina. They piss me.
Yeah, take off Jesus at half time, man. Everton seem to be.
Yeah, take him off, man. Well, I'll probably.
Yeah, well,
Yeah, take him off.
Eddie are better than them, man.
yeah, bring on Eddie, man.
Yeah, Jesus is still complaining, man. He's cussing Mina.
Yeah, it's good first half. Good. What's chances?
Bit physical for a friendly, man.
Yeah, that's why.
Chill, man.
Come on,
Gabriel's
people,
gone to your
sort it
barber
out.
judge, isn't he? Gabriel's gone to your barber, mate. I tell you. Is he 24? Is he? Like, what's happening?
I thought he was getting the,
What's
he
going
was
on
getting
there?
the transport thing.
Something went wrong
Well, something's gone wrong, isn't it?
recently. His face.
I put it on his bum instead of his head.
He's fucked.
How do you know?
Charlene's supposed to be on my side.
Free kick over the bar.
That's another thing the Tielemans will bring there. Free kicks.
Yeah, he's got.
We've got no free kick expert, man.
Yeah, that's why we're a little bit weak on that, aren't we?
Tielemans brings that free kicks. Although he don't really, it's more Maddison. I'm with you now. I would have loved Maddison. He's a good player, man.
I'd have loved Maddison. I'd have absolutely loved.
Yeah, but we've got Odegaard now, haven't we?
Yeah, but come on, Lee. Come on, Lee. Come on. Odegaard's good. Odegaard's alright, but he don't get the goals and assists Maddison does.
Surely. Yeah, offside, mate.
He's got to start doing it this season. He's got to add a little bit of that to his game.
He has to, mate. He has to get more goals and assists for me. Maddison, 16 goals, 12 assists last season for Leicester.
Yeah.
He had a great season. You know the season before that, though, right? I remember when we were linked to him, right? And I got a couple of mates in Leicester. They were like, "Have him, mate." He had a bad season.
He had a bad injury, though, didn't he?
He had a bad season, man. They were all like, "Have him." I think they were questioning his attitude as well.
Right.
Remember, he was in the England squad. Everything. He fell out of that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I'm amazed he hasn't been called up to that more often, to be fair. Like, mate, he's better than Mason
That's it,
Mount.
half-time.
Mason Mount, Gareth Southgate.
Half time.
Half time, yeah.
2-0.
That was a really good half.
That was a good half.
Really good half of football.
Gabriel,
Yeah, I'll get him off. Look, he's limping. Just get him off.
Jesus is limping. Have him off.
He'll come off anyway. Eddie will come on the second half anyway.
He's
Yeah,
still
it
complaining
makes
about
sense.
that tackle.
It makes sense.
He's still complaining about that tackle to the referee. Yeah, he's right as well.
Yeah, it was poor.
For a friendly, you know what I mean? Bloody hell.
Yeah.
Relax.
Yeah,
That's why, like, when we play Tottenham in that friendly, you don't play them type of teams in a friendly, man.
Yeah. Well, we've got Chelsea in a week.
Yeah. I think, for some reason, I think Chelsea, when we play them before in friendlies. It's a more of a sensible...
They want to protect their players.
Yeah,
as well.
yeah, but Everton, they're just like, I don't know.
Everton want to get
Well,
us
it's a nice
down.
stadium, isn't it? Is that where the Baltimore Ravens play?
What, is that
Got a lot of people there,
is
isn't
that the MLS team? I don't know.
a big turnout there,
What's the
man.
Ravens?
Ravens is
Baltimore Ravens probably play there,
yeah,
yeah.
the American.
Yeah, it's an American football
American
team.
football.
Yeah.
Nice stadium, isn't it?
Yeah,
Yeah, it is a nice stadium.
It is.
A lot of people there.
Listen, people, we're going to cut to Cecil and James. Is it Cecil? Yeah, Cecil and James. Just making sure Cecil was present. But yeah, we're going to cut to Cecil and James for half-time, people.
Deliver,
Send in
son,
your
deliver.
comments and all that.
Deliver.
Look, Lee's putting the pressure on.
Yes, people, I am here and I'm with James B. Just half-time thoughts. Let's get straight into it.
Only a year and a half working with you. It's just like,
Is he still there? Is he still there? But yes, I am. Good half. Very good half, in my opinion. What are you saying, James? You enjoy that?
That was good. Listen, I got what I needed from that first half, which is seeing a first 11-esque team. You know, that's a team I could see going out in the Premier League. Obviously, you know, there's talks of a potential new midfielder coming in, the left-back situation, what else we might do to the front three, but generally, that's pretty much the kind of first 11 we might see in the Premier League, and it looked good. Look, it's been feisty, it's been pretty competitive.
It has.
It got me wondering whether, and I wonder why they wouldn't do this, to be fair, whether Arteta and Lampard speak before this game and just sort of say to themselves, what are we saying about this? Do we want to go kind of semi-first 11s each and give it a real go, or just that both? Is Lee all right out there? We can hear you, mate. Just so I wonder whether they do just speak, just say, look, how are we treating this? Because both of them are pretty strong 11s, been pretty competitive, and fair play. Arsenal have been pretty in control.
Would you take Jesus off now at this half-time? Because like you just said there, it's been very physical. We just saw him pull up with a cramp, with kind of a bad challenge as well.
Yeah.
That kind of led to the cramp. Time for him to maybe swap in, bring in Eddie Nketiah, maybe look at Bellingham.
Forget the injury. We got what we needed out of that half, which is signs that Arsenal looking quite sharp, that the first 11 are blending well. I think Saliba's looked really good. He hasn't had too much to do, but little moments. I know Calvert-Lewin was offside, but he dealt with that one-on-one quite well anyway. And generally, him and Gabriel just swept up everything. I think in midfield the combination has been nice, but we know Partey, Odegaard and Xhaka have a nice kind of thing in midfield. And the front three, I mean, Jesus has really slotted in well, and he's combining well with Martinelli and Saka. So I think we got what we needed out of that first 45. Now it's a case of maybe take 2 or 3 of them off, bring in then the next players that look potential first 11,
Right.
like Nketiah for Jesus. We might see a lot of that throughout the season. We're talking maybe Lokonga for Xhaka. Maybe, I can't remember if Tommy
I've got
Tomiyasu
it
on the
here.
bench.
We've also got,
so who
we've
else
got,
on the
got the
bench?
bench here, so you can read it off.
Yeah,
We've got
I think say
Bellerin,
El Neni for
Mari.
Partey, Lokonga for Xhaka, and either maybe Pepe or Nketiah maybe.
Would
right?
you want to see a Waters come on? Obviously, he did really well against
Yeah, in
Nuremberg,
time,
but
give him 25 minutes at the end.
Towards the end, so you take maybe one of the centre backs off. I know, I'm sure you want to keep Saliba on as well, because I think it'd be nice to see him get a full 90. Just to see it, it's not. I can't be honest. We saw him put on the show, so I'm wearing it, and I was happy to see him there.
He looked very comfortable. He's looked very comfortable in that first half. I think what I've liked about Arsenal is, I understand pre-season and all that, but Everton have come out and put themselves about for sure. Arsenal have clearly come in with a real intensity and commitment to this game, which
Premier
is good.
League tempo. Would you say what you just watched in that first?
No, I wouldn't say Premier League tempo. No, but it's definitely above a regular friendly tempo.
Okay.
And I think that is kind of good to see, and I think that is what the managers would have wanted out of today. You know, they've got to get some real data out of this. They've got to get some real insight and some real understanding of how their preparations are going, because the Premier League starts in 2.5, 3 weeks. But what I've liked is the passing through the lines, looking comfortable playing out the back. When Everton have pressed, bar one occasion where I think Xhaka gave it away in the box, we've generally looked very comfortable playing out the back as well. We've kept it well in tight areas. And yeah, it's been... Listen, I'm happy with that first half, no doubt about it.
Let me take some comments. Big up everyone in the comments as well. I'm watching along with us. It is late here. This is a comment here from Ryan McKinney with a super chat. Says, "You look knackered."
I am.
I'm alright actually. I feel alright. I didn't get a power napping before this, but I'm feeling alright. I know you were doing
the
a stream.
Euros before, so yeah.
So yeah, then we got another one here from Prakar. Says both Gabriels keep switching. They had no answer.
Yeah.
That's very true. You see them interchanging quite a lot. You see Martinelli bombing down that wing and then find himself in the middle. Obviously that pass from Gabriel Jesus that was, I suppose, meant for Martinelli, ended up with Saka. You can see that just shows you that sequence there that they are interchanging and it's causing problems for Everton. But something we can maybe look forward to seeing in the Premier League this season.
Yeah, well, there's a couple things about the front three that I've really liked, and it's not that they've been causing Everton complete mayhem all game. We've had some quiet spells in that half. We've had others where we've looked really creative and exciting. Martinelli, I think, has looked really sharp today, but Jesus and Martinelli they have similarities to their game in that they can both carry the ball, they can both, switch. Jesus can pull to the left, Martinelli can come central, and really the shape of the system doesn't change too much. But what I liked is when that ball's pinged into Jesus for that second goal that Saka scores, Jesus does really well to take a touch that is immediately turning with his body. He's not taking a touch and then trying to drive out. The touch takes him towards the direction of the Everton goal, and then he's running at them, but the minute he takes that touch, Martinelli and Saka they're darting inside. And one of my criticisms last season was how often they were just wide, really stretching the pitch and keeping the width, which is good. But the fact they made those darting runs on Jesus' touch means that you're kind of asking questions of the Everton centre-backs. They don't know whether to go or cover the runners or what space to mark. And yes, Jesus gets the pass wrong, but it's kind of, he's hit a dangerous area, so Saka's there to kind of put it away in the end. So these are just little signs that the chemistry is good, and that's what you want to see. And you can see an interchangeability. I can't imagine that Saka playing off the left and Martinelli off the right, or Saka off the left, Jesus right, Martinelli in the middle, would really change the dynamics of that front three too much.
We're seeing a much more dynamic Arsenal from these signings that we're seeing. I feel like we're seeing a team that are very press resistant in the sense that they won't get caught into corners. You see Gabriel very tidy on the ball. We see Martin Odegaard in training recently, very tidy with the turn. He's always had quality like that, but I'm assuming Fabio Vieira, I know you looked at him before the signing, knew about him. I think he's very tidy on the ball as well. Marquinhos I haven't seen too much of. Obviously, I think he came on against Nuremberg, but he still seems quite athletic and mobile, unlike some of the senior players for me. So haven't got that mobility, but we're seeing that in this new Arsenal side, and it's something to look forward to, I believe, personally. Like I said, get out of tight areas and be very on the front foot when it comes to pressing and bringing the ball forward.
Well, power, pace, quick feet, quick thinking, that's come into the modern game more and more, especially in the last 10 years. And you can't really afford slow players too much. When you look across the team, there is a dynamism about them. So that it goes back to this. I know it's a friendly. Some people will be wondering why we're maybe even taking it so seriously. I don't think we are, but I think you got to learn what you can from it. And Arsenal, I think, have just had a nice tempo, a nice intensity, a nice sharpness about them. And Arteta want to see them. Actually, at the water break, which I believe it was 0-0 when they went to the water break.
22nd minute.
He actually didn't. From what we saw, and reminder, we don't have the commentary, but he looked like he was really trying to get a message across to them. He didn't look particularly over the moon with what he'd seen. And it's not that Arsenal have been pretty in control of possession and have controlled space and where the ball and the football's being played pretty much the full 45. But we had, I think, spells of the first 10 minutes where we looked quite dangerous, and then the last 15 where we looked quite dangerous. There was that middle lull where nothing really happened. I think the water break came at a good time for them. So yeah, and I think because he's gone quite strong at first 11, there will be an intention to see results off the back of that. If he wasn't too bothered about the result and it's about minutes, he might mix it up, try different combos, whatever. He's gone with something that resembles a probably first 11 Premier League side, and therefore I think he's going to want to see a degree of intensity.
Yeah,
and
maybe that
quality
might be off the
through
back of Nuremberg. If the first half we had a kind of a weaker side, and then in the second half we put the stronger side out, we saw results. He wants that to carry on from what we're seeing today with the strong side. Got a super chat here from Silver Taco, says they probably signed Matt Turner because the Kroenkes wanted an American to compete with Chelsea's Pulisic. Arteta agreed to get the summer funding. That's from Silver Tacos there on Matt Turner. Big up everyone in the comments as well. We're going to get to your comments. Whilst James has answered this question, Gabriel Jesus, me, big fan already. Very excited. It is only pre-season. Maybe getting a bit carried away myself, but I feel like I can spot a talent and understand a good player when I see one. Are we, not we, and maybe me getting ahead of myself, saying what we've seen so far from him? Do you think, is he gonna hit the heights we need this season for Arsenal? From what you've seen so far, do you think let's just wait? Because both of the goal, his goal today, his goal against Nuremberg, is very well taken. Do you know what? Every time he picks up the ball, he seems like he's a threat.
Yeah, but guys, we're not dealing with someone who we've barely seen. He's been in a title-winning side, or at least part of their squad, for the last 4 or 5 years. He's been starting Champions League semi-finals and big games against Liverpool. We know what Gabriel Jesus is about. The only way it doesn't work is if the right players and the right infrastructure is not around him, if the application's not there. But I'm confident we'll get both those things right. So I'm not particularly surprised about what we're seeing from Jesus. It's will it translate to Arsenal? Hopefully, and he's made a really good start. What I liked about his first goal, I say his first goal, his only goal in this game, but what I liked about that goal is it was clinical. And if I'm actually to be a little, not critical, but if I'm just to observe a few things, I actually think he should have done a bit better with that chance where we pressed and he forced a save at Pickford. Yeah. I think he was more worried about hitting the target, maybe didn't catch it the way he wanted to. And then there was one where he's offside, but he kind of flicked it to Pickford and he kind of saved it. And with both of them, I thought, okay, they can be saved, but also they can be scored, and neither went in. And what I liked about this was just clinical. Touch, bang, roof of the net, killer. And that was really, that was good. I think he needed that as well. I think he was going to want these pre-season games to just be clocking in the goals, He's going to want to get used to putting the ball in the back of the net in an Arsenal shirt. That'll be crucial. But I whilst that goal that's what you spend the money for. That's what you want a number 9 to do, is to take that touch and bang and score. Yeah. But I think for the overall system, the way Arsenal want to play, the biggest indication of what he can bring to this team is his contribution to that second goal.
Definitely. Let me go to the chat. Big up everyone in the chat, because John says coaches in the chat. I see a lot of people having little observations of the game so far. So we're going to talk over them. So first one was obviously from GP Head says Cedric corner kick assist is inch perfect. Now obviously the ball lands directly at Gabriel Jesus' feet. Whether he's hit, whether that was planned from training such like that, it was because it's still pre-season, or if it was intentional. Cedric, a player that can be useful this season, someone maybe doesn't get enough credit. Some people really say he needs to be moved on or he's not good enough. But again, deliveries going forward at times very good. I think he's quite defensively sound. Yes, he's a backup, but someone that could be used a lot this season. And happy with what you've seen from this first half.
He's always had a decent delivery, more than decent delivery. Cedric, I think we'll do Cedric. He will, he'll play when needed, and I think he'll be fine. He'll cost you a few goals, but he'll also have some good games. It's really kind of least of my worries, but it was a good, not least of my worries, but it's not at the top of my list of things to address. But That was a good delivery into the box. Really good delivery, actually. Put it into, and there have been a few actually. There were a few. You think who was it? Who got, was it Saliba or Xhaka or someone got a head to it, hit the post? Jesus.
Xhaka first and that was all from.
There was another one earlier in the first half. Yeah, there was some pretty decent deliveries. I don't know whether he was at the heart of all of them. But yeah, set pieces. But that's something we've improved, and we saw that across all of last season. Arsenal improved significantly in attacking and defending set pieces. So not too surprised there. Look. It's pre-season. I don't know how many times I had to remind people it's pre-season. But it's how many times there's people in the comments who want to come in and stop getting so excited. Yeah, but it's not about getting excited, but it is about recognising that the team have shown a good intensity. And listen, I would like, in an ideal world, pre-season to be used for genuine preparation, so that we're into that Palace game ready. Now, last pre-season, we looked very shaky. We didn't have a good rhythm. I know we had players missing and there was other reasons, but it ultimately bled into the start of the season. Now, okay, Ipswich behind closed doors, Nuremberg, and this. Just keep winning pre-season games and get into good habits. That first half was a really good start in terms of just, the tour, getting into those habits, and go into that Palace game, I don't know, just pre-season, just used to winning, just used to scoring goals. Jesus feeling confident in front of goal.
Let the players get used to playing with each other.
Used to each other, absolutely.
That's the main thing as well.
And if you ever want proof of where that really kind of comes through, look at the way we played in the Norwich game when we kind of came back for the start of the new season. And we finally had Tomiyasu and Ramsdale started, and it started to look like Arteta's team. We still looked a little like we were struggling to really get into it. So, you want to get this rustiness out of the way now. So you're ready for the new season. Rob was making a good point. When we play these Premier League sides, they can get too competitive or too feisty, and players might get injured. We saw Partey get injured in the Chelsea game last pre-season. I get that, but it's also, if you agree to it being a pretty competitive game, it's also really good. Just not really good, but it's a nice indicator of kind of how you're kind of ranking amongst sort of Premier League opposition. So I'm happy. Good. No, but I hope it makes change. I got what I needed from that first half.
Good. Let me go into some super chats here. Ryan N said, ye Gooners, ye should hate United. We hurt your pride and confidence as a club bad. Banter aside, what is an acceptable season from
Ten Hag this season?
Eric Ten Hag this season. Remember, Arteta had 7 windows and still isn't ready.
I mean, obviously, Ryan, thank you for the super chat. We're not here to talk about United, but I'd say again, build a top side in 3-4 years.
Get a bit of an identity as well. I think
2 to 3 years.
I think Ten Hag's going to struggle to build. He's got a lot of personalities there to go in and kind of assert his dominance in there, get an identity from Man United. Like, he's got a lot of players that they discussed in the watch along, which in the match they live, they're putting and discussing going for about these signings that sometimes some may not make complete sense. So once he goes in, he's got to establish, what's their identity, how they're going to get a playing style together for United. If I'm honest, that's what I think they're going to need to address first of all. Austin Harden says, if you could only sign either Tielemans or Paqueta, which one are you choosing for Arsenal? I'm at the game now. Happy when Arsenal comes.
Oh, enjoy Austin, man. Tielemans for me. I'd go for Tielemans. I think he.
Paqueta for me.
Paqueta.
Yeah.
I think Paqueta might be a little too similar to Vieira. Don't know if that's fair, but I would. Tielemans. I just think he adds a control and a kind of quality from deeper areas in midfield, that creative quality.
Yeah, I must just say we just need a midfielder that needs to be addressed as soon as possible. I
like this from Jerome. Jesus looks sharp, is aggressive pressing. Yeah, he's pressing really hard. I hope not too much, because we do want him to kind of stay fresh and fit and all that. But but
I like that he's going into these games. Yeah. And he's taking them very serious. He wants to prove to the Arsenal fans what his quality is about and what he's about. And I'm really enjoying.
And I know I just kind of contradicted myself on the competitiveness, but I also am like, don't get injured. So yeah.
I hear the concern, but it's just I like that he's given his all and he really is showing to the people, the quality he has. I'm so excited from this season.
We're about to go back.
Yep.
We're going back right now. Okay. So I'll ask this in full time. See you in a bit.
Heading back to the people. Cheers.
Yes, people, we are back. Second half has just kicked off. And thank you to Everton.com.
Riveting stuff from the guys there, particularly Cecil. Delivers that boy.
Now, you know what you just said there, I'm going to have a moan up now, yeah?
Go on.
On Arsenal, yeah? How is it that on Arsenal to watch this game, Mohamed El Neni's come on, I don't know.
Yeah, I've just seen it. El Neni's on.
Yeah.
What have we missed?
£5.99 to watch it on Arsenal.
Yeah.
Oh, hang on a minute.
Just giving the
What's
ball away.
going on here? Hang on a minute.
Oh!
Jesus.
You tried it. That's what happened.
Tried it.
The guy tried
Tried
it
to
from like
capture out
50
Turner.
yards. You tried it, bro.
Oh, it's crisp. Yeah, no, this is
There's been a few. There's been a few.
Give the ball away.
That's
Iwobi's
holding,
on.
isn't it? Is that holding?
That's holding, giving the ball away.
So holding and El Neni come on, and it's looked rash already in 53 seconds.
That's it, Iwobi on as well.
What's going on here, man?
And I think they brought Gordon on as well, haven't they, Everton?
What did we miss? What's the subs, man? I didn't even see.
Yeah, go on, Robbie. Say what you got to say.
Sorry, go on, Robbie. Go on. Go on.
What I had to say is, right, that on Arsenal's website it's $5.99 to watch. He actually did well there, Turner.
Yeah.
$5.99 to watch the game, right? On Everton's website it's free.
Yeah.
It's mad. It's a
Free, and you don't even have to sign up. It's free.
It's free.
How is that?
On Toffee TV.
Quarter to Everton, by the way.
It's free.
Yeah.
And the quality looks better. We're watching it on Everton's one at the moment. It looks better.
Oh, is this Everton's one now? Are we watching it?
It's much better quality, easy. Like,
Well,
It's probably on the Arsenal one. More people are
It's all
watching
been Everton. Maybe we should swap back.
Well defended.
no, that is
you
wrong.
know who's come
that
on?
is wrong, man.
No, it doesn't say, but
El Neni's
No, that's
come.
wrong. That's wrong. I want to know why that is. I want to know why we're
So do
charging.
So do
Why
I.
are we charging $5.99 for it and it's free?
It's a madness.
It's free on Everton's site.
Eddie's on as well. Is that
Yeah,
right?
Eddie's on.
It doesn't say it on the Arsenal Twitter.
That's
it
Eddie,
doesn't
is
have
that-
it on live score?
No, that's
That's Balogun, isn't it? Is it
It's
Balogun?
Pepe, man. It's Pepe. Pepe and Eddie have come on.
Who's just been kicked? Martinelli.
This is really physical, man.
What's going on with this Everton side? Man?
Gunner49 says, thank you, Robbie, for bringing Cam on DR. He rattled Ty yesterday. Matteo Guendouzi.
That's not hard. Oh yeah, I saw that. That's a bad tackle again. I saw that disgraceful ties in the background. First of all, why you nicking my coat for trying to hide it, right? And secondly, right, I saw that disgraceful spelling of Matteo.
M-A-T-T-E-O.
Disgraceful.
G-U-E-N-D-O-U-Z-I.
Ah, Ty. He's pulled it out of the bag there, to be
No,
fair.
but yeah, that's after the
Yeah,
other day.
I know. He destroyed it earlier, but
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah, Saliba's on, I think. I think he's gone back three.
It looks like Saliba's next to
He's
Holding.
gone to a back three.
Ooh. Martinelli, take your time, man.
Yeah.
Holding Gabriel and Saliba's on.
Martinelli goes into them as well, and he's...
Even on Arsenal's thing, it says back
think-
for the second half, and then they got that thing. They haven't put what the subs are. They just put
Buy
you
the
can buy a
match
match pass. I am demanding to know why Arsenal fans are being charged $5.99 and Everton fans can watch it for free.
It's a great point.
Captain.
And Gabriel's a left back.
Bellerin's come
Left
on.
back on the back three.
Can you want to explain to me
So
why
this is
Bellerin's
how we
still
pay
here?
for Zinchenko.
Oh my God.
Bellerin is still here because of his wages, isn't he? Like, that is.
And by the way, this is the same feed.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's exactly the same feed, isn't it? Yeah.
It's a madness. It's a madness.
Yeah, he made loads of Bellerin, Maitland-Niles.
All of a sudden, we've lost all the cohesion, haven't we?
Yeah, the middle is just all this.
Yeah.
We bought a B team on and we can't now play. That's the problem, isn't it?
The thing is, you know, this is what it is for friends. It's about getting the minutes for players, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. To be fair, it's not just about.
Listen, we did way up to
This is a very physical game, man. All right, here we come.
Little space there.
That's a lovely ball. Oh, lucky, just cut out.
Why are these men rushing it though, man?
Ainsley, yes, I know player will be going.
Jamie's asking our thoughts on Amari leaving.
I just saw the.
On who leaving?
Hutchinson.
Oh, Murray.
I said earlier, I'm not happy with it, man.
Yeah, Robbie's not happy with it, but
Nope.
you know.
You don't care. By the way, I'll just tell you the subs who came on.
Yeah.
Nketiah, Pepe, El Neni, Holding, Bellerin and Maitland-Niles are all on.
Well, 2-0 it is then.
Yeah.
And it's
So
good night from me.
only
It's a good
Martinelli,
night from me.
Gabriel, Saliba and Xhaka stayed on. Turner's still in goal.
Saliba and Xhaka.
Saliba's still staying on.
Yeah.
He ain't really done a lot, has he? Like,
Yeah, we should have. The Hutchinson thing.
No.
Saliba.
The Murray Hutchinson we should have kept. He was an excellent player.
I've not seen him enough to know, but
I've
you
seen
guys
him a
have
lot,
been saying
man.
how
He's
good
good.
he is.
Ty,
Frustrating.
You've seen him many times. He's a good player, isn't he? Standout player, isn't he?
So what has he
Is
got
he the
then?
best player in the academy?
For me, when I watch the players play, he's always been a standout player.
He's better than Patino, yeah?
Yeah, for what I've
There we
watched.
go then. So what we got rid of him for then? I don't get it.
We didn't
So-
get rid of him, we just couldn't.
I think apparently Chelsea have more money.
Chelsea have paid him more money, innit? Because it's not. They can't say it's for a better
Well, where's he
pathway.
going now? He's going to go on loan to like what,
Probably
Southampton or
go.
something?
But why couldn't we? We could have done that. We could have because I think he is a player for the future.
Yeah, we've
And
got
if
enough
not-
players for the future. We want players
No,
for
no,
now, like.
but to me, he's a player for the future. And even if you send him on loan and he does well, you sell him, you get like a 10, 15, 20 million for him. So it makes sense.
So is he going to be a Reece Nelson or
Yeah,
is he
I was
going to
just
be a
about to
Serge
say
Gnabry?
that. I look at Reece Nelson. I was impressed with him. It's just things haven't kicked on with
He
him.
don't look nothing to me. Like,
Yeah, but you don't know who's going to be a Reece
Well,
Nelson
that's what
from
I'm
who's going to be a
saying,
Saka.
so you don't know, do you?
Yeah, I know, but
Let it go, Rob. Let it go.
I'm not letting it go. He's a talented kid,
He
man.
was the most consistent in the academy, in my opinion.
I wanted to keep him, man. He's a quality
Yeah,
player.
but apparently someone said to me today he was a Chelsea fan as a kid, and he wanted to go. So
I've met him before, man. He loves Arsenal, and he's been at Arsenal since he's 12 years old.
but he wanted to leave.
Well, listen, he wants to further his career, and I accept that. And I spoke to some of his people about 6 months ago, and they said to me they were trying to get a new deal.
How's he furthering his career though by going there? Because he's not going to play, is he?
Yeah, he was frustrating.
He's not going to play, but probably what they've done is offered him a better pathway.
Right.
So they probably said, you know, Chelsea, they'll send you out on loan if you do well. Look at, because they have a few players that are kind of
Brower and Gallagher.
Yeah, and then at the end of the day, for those sort of players as well,
And ain't going to be out.
if it doesn't work for you, you've still got a great career. Like Brozier, if he doesn't stay at Chelsea, he's going to get a Premier League club.
The other thing is, he might be thinking to himself, look, you know, Chelsea are not going to be spending the money like they used to, so there might be a better opportunity for you.
It don't look like that at the moment, man. They're splashing.
They
Aren't they?
haven't spent that much, have they?
Huh?
Haven't spent that much.
Koulibaly and Sterling.
So
That's nearly 100 million.
How much?
That's nearly 100 million off of them two alone, isn't it? And they're still buying more.
Yeah, they'll be selling.
They're trying to buy Kimpembe. They were trying to buy Ake. Like, trying to buy.
Let's not
every
think.
defender out there.
Let's not think.
Oh, good.
Oh, go on, Eddie. Go on, Eddie.
Good. Go on, Eddie.
Go on,
Blaze.
Eddie.
There's no one with him.
Let's not
No
think that
options.
because Romans has left, Chelsea are now in the gutter and they're going to
No,
be
they're
like
not.
10th.
But they're not. They're never
Oh,
going to
what
be
kind
the
of ball
same.
was that?
No, they won't be the same in terms of what they are, but they'll still be a top side, mate. They're going to be
yeah,
top
yeah,
four.
of course they are. Yeah, but they're not going to be like where they can
They won't. Nah,
spend
you're right.
90 million pounds on.
I think that, yeah, I think the
player,
difference
then
with
like
this guy,
50
he was
million
splashed
pounds
this
on a player
season.
and not work out like it has done in the
He'll
past.
make an impression this season.
He'll
innit?
splash this season, but if that don't, he won't be like, oh, he don't work, rip it up and start again like what Abramovich does.
Great game, Charlie.
Is Charlene still sleeping in the back?
She's had a hard day, like, you know what I mean? She's been with Ty all day, like, you know what I mean?
Oh, that's hard day, innit? That's hard day.
Yeah, that's a hard day, man. I'll be fast asleep.
That's the best. That's the best day, alright.
Well, it ain't really because she's fallen asleep on you, Ty. You know what I mean? 1 o'clock, you know what I mean? Like, and she's fallen asleep on you, then you got to get your act together, son.
Nobody falls asleep with me.
Whoa!
In program terms and nothing else.
Program terms.
No, we don't know what you mean. I don't know.
Do I? You're going to have to explain that one,
He doesn't know what you mean.
I ain't got a clue what you're talking about.
Streams.
Ah, streams. Dreams now, are we? Oh, streams.
Oh, jeez, go on, innit? Oh. No one falls asleep in me in my dreams.
If he had a really good pre-season, would you keep Hector Bellerin?
No.
No. No.
Yeah,
I'm
just for
asking
the
the
song.
question.
Nah,
I'm just asking a question.
nah. I'd rather that Norton Cuffy geezer come through than have Bellerin.
No, look, we got Cedric Suarez now.
I don't get the Cedric hype, man.
Well, no, it's not hype, Dan. It's just backup.
Nah, I just don't get it, man. I've
Back
seen
up,
enough.
back up, man.
I've seen enough to know he ain't good enough backup.
Who?
Cedric.
He's better than Bellerin.
Oh no, he is. But I'm
Yeah.
just saying, I don't get. I was saying I'd rather just see this young kid, this Norton Cuffy kid. I'd rather see this kid come through. That's a worry, though, isn't it? That's a worry when Wobie's looking good. Do you know what's interesting?
Wobie, towards the end of last season,
he done really well for
he
him.
was excellent. for them,
He really did turn up for
Yeah.
Everton, to be fair. The thing is with Iwobi is he gives 110% all the time,
yeah.
and that's the thing. He's never been good enough in terms of like starting for Arsenal. But I used to always respect him and Welbeck because they used to give 110% all the time.
Do you know what you said as well, James? Is that he sort of played this more central role and he looked good in it. 'Cause he's got ability, isn't he? He's a skillful player.
He's got power as well.
He started off well at Arsenal, but, you know, again, another one overplayed
Who's that?
by Wenger.
Iwobi. Iwobi. I never saw it though. I never thought, wow, you're going to be a
Good ball,
star.
good ball. What are you going to do now?
What the hell's that? Who's that?
He's having a disaster.
Who was that?
Ainsley.
Is it made a nose? What the
hell
was that, man?
It was all right. They had a shot.
I don't mind him shooting.
I don't mind shooting. You know. They're so quick.
On target, though. Shoot on target.
Come on, man. Like, shoot, but not like that.
It's about
Like
20
that.
yards wide.
Yeah, it's a 30. Hit the corner flag nearly, man. Come on.
What's this, lacrosse?
Do you know what is interesting though is with the three at the back thing because like that's an option for us in certain games. So
Arteta's doing it, bro.
I like to see it because obviously we've got Saliba, White, and Gabriel now. So a lot of people are saying, "Oh, who's going to play? Who's going to play?" And I think against like Liverpool and City, we've got an option now of playing the three at the back.
Saliba just has that stature of a centre back.
I like him, man.
Yeah, I like him. I like. He's got like power, everything that you want from a centre half. Yeah.
Same.
Young player of the season in France.
Yeah, that's quite big.
Yeah.
Got a good young players there.
Yeah.
I like what I see from Saliba. I can't lie. So
Look at these two.
What's Bellerin doing there?
Bellerin is doing what Bellerin's done for about 3 years, man. He's just
Yeah,
He did well at Betis, didn't he? But slower pace and all stuff like more probably
apparently
suits.
so, but the Bellerin movie, I've seen it. I'm done with it. I want to move it on, man. Jesus, I'm done
He
with
had a
it,
bad
man.
injury as well.
Come on,
I don't think people. Yeah, he had a bad injury. I always think if you have a cruise ship, I don't think you're ever the same afterwards. You know, to come
I never
back.
thought he was as great as people made out of him when he was young. He was all right going forward. He never could defend. He can't cross a football. Can't cross a football. That's a problem if you're a right back, innit?
Yeah, you got his crossing's always been a problem, man.
His crossing's poor, man.
I don't think he's just got that strength. Ever since he went vegan, wasn't it? Like he lost a bit of his strength. Do you remember that night?
Anti-vegan.
I'm not anti-vegan at all. No, I ain't. I'm not. No, I just think he just lost a bit of his power, didn't he?
Get a bit of steak inside you, and all of a sudden you can cross the ball.
Yeah.
Well, I don't
Take
know
him
about
down. What's that steak place again?
What,
Greg's.
Greg's.
I was a good run, Martinelli.
Charlie
Tyson,
Greg's.
Oh my God.
You fancy a nice steak here? Should we go to? Should we go to Greg's?
you mean Nusret's restaurant? Yeah.
I did vegan for about 6 months. It don't do nothing to your strength. I'm telling you.
No, I'm just saying. I'm
Don't
not
do
saying
nothing to
something.
your
He
strength.
just
For
went a
about
little
6
bit.
months, I did it during lockdown.
He went a little bit weak,
Oh,
didn't he?
sorry,
Do
that
you
is
know what I
class.
mean?
That's a poor corner.
Pushed off the ball easy too, like.
That's just him. It has nothing to do with veganism.
It's his mentality, man.
Jesus.
You got guys who's doing like a lot of these like doing weights and all that.
Yeah, he's never really bulked himself up, was he?
I just feel that he's just not a naturally physical guy.
Yeah, but you need
know
to
what I
be
mean?
in the Premier
Talking
League.
of that,
gotta be,
who's
you gotta be,
this
yeah.
Everton keeper? Did you see him?
Is he not Pickford no more?
Well, you're talking about strength. He looked about 12. Jesus.
That's why I prefer like Tommy.
Where'd you get
He's got to come back as well,
Where
Tommy.
was you saying a good steak before?
What's that place? Nah.
STK.
Nah.
I don't know, man.
The place at Hawksmoor's a good one. Well, there's another one. What's the other
Miller and
favourite?
Carter?
Nah. Miller and Carter.
I don't know. I'm not...
I don't mind Miller and Carter.
Carter's all right.
Nice.
What a player.
Oh, they are physical.
They are physical, man. Look at them fouls, man.
Ref, come on, like actually,
That's
like, have a word. now.
He's always leaving them in there.
Gauchos is nice.
Gauchos, that's what I'm talking about. Gauchos.
There, he's back.
Gauchos.
Ain't
Jazzy's
no Miller and Carter, mate.
Miller and Carter.
Gauchos.
Look what's...
I thought he was going to say Harvester or something.
We went to
Yeah. Gaucho, Greg's, you can mix that up.
Gauchos. Yeah.
Both
This
G's.
guy,
Both
Greg.
G's.
Both to start with a G.
Steakhouse, Greg's. A steak bake.
I tell you what, apparently he's
Get out, mate, I tell you.
he's taking Charlene here and they're going halves.
Do you fancy a steak tonight?
Steak no, steak bake, dear.
You didn't let me finish.
As it comes out of the frog, 4.5 minutes steak bake.
Well done, love.
Brilliant.
I can't disagree about the I don't eat meat anymore.
Oh no, you had the vegetable one.
The vegetable bake.
We don't all have the hospitality privilege.
Oh, mate, that's class.
Nah.
Go for a steak, Groucho's, no, Greg's steak bake.
Man said medium rare steak bake. Bro. Alright, bring Kai a mic. Get the extra mics because he needs one.
Medium rare. I'm a steak bake. How would you like that, sir? Medium rare.
Keepers.
Oh, tears.
Oh, likewise, man, likewise. Oh.
I can see why there was no breakfast.
Too long. Look at that. He does that a lot. That's where you want Tielemans, yeah?
So he can move his body a
He
bit.
dwells on the ball for too long. That's his problem sometimes. Got the ball there. Boom.
He is a statue in the midfield, Granit Xhaka. He is, man.
Look, it's just it's
That
his
was
first
a
game.
that was a poor. That was a poor ball to him, to be fair.
Yeah, that's good.
Judges loves Xhaka now. Because he's met him, he loves him. Honestly, he loves him now. It's like one of his boys.
He used to sit next to Xhaka, innit?
Yeah.
At the ground with all his family and that.
Sits next to Edu now.
Next is Kroenke and that's it, we're fucked.
When he goes to America, he'll be invited down to his stadium, innit?
Yeah.
He won't even be following football no more.
I'll be a nugget.
I'll be a nugget.
Oh, dear. Come on, Arsenal. Bellerin there, he got turned way too
Not
easily.
chicken
there,
ones, neither.
They're playing better Everton in this.
So I will be a vegetable nugget.
Well defended.
Well done, Saliba.
Xhaka, though, I know you're back.
There we go. Go on, man.
Did Pablo Mari go on the tour?
I reckon if Saka signs a new contract, that I might not be next to him next year. His family.
You know they said he did well as well. He did well on loan
He
as well.
signed a new
Pablo
contract,
Mari.
Xhaka, and part of that contract was to have a box.
Don't you think he's been a bit unlucky?
Who? Pablo Murray.
You need to bomb him out.
Yeah, I mean, listen, at the end of the day, he wasn't getting the game time he wants. And he
Bellerin?
He's offside.
Oh, no. He's had a steak bake. You buy one, you get one free.
Oh, man, this is why we need to get rid of this guy, man.
He got nuts.
It's poor. It's poor. It is so bad.
Saliba done really well on that next.
Yeah, that 1-on-1 against Gordon.
Gordon's
Gordon's a good player, though, isn't he?
he is.
Yeah, he's decent. Yeah, he's decent.
Tenacious, isn't he?
He's got the number 10 shirt, didn't he? He made a big thing of it, didn't he?
Is he English, Gordon? Is it? He is English, isn't he?
Decent.
Confident player.
I saw who was trying to buy him.
Tottenham.
Tottenham.
Yeah, Tottenham. Yeah.
They're trying to do a deal with Richarlison as well.
They're buying up the Premier League.
I've always played like this is the game of his life.
Yeah, I was about to say, he is, like, every ball he's kept. He's doing well, bro.
But you know,
That's how he was playing for Everton at the end of the season.
Towards the end of last season, that's how
was
he
that?
plays.
They're trying to keep. Just leave, let it roll out. Strength.
This is
Towards the end of the season last year for Everton, that's how he played. He was good, man. I watched a lot of the games, man. He was good.
Fair play.
Special 162 says, I think Holden's time is up. He's been here for a while, hasn't improved. It's time to sell him on and give one of the academy a bench seat. Thoughts? I don't disagree.
Nah,
Academy player.
He's a squad player, isn't he?
Yeah, you might as well give the academy player a chance rather than give a player that
I think he's a squad player. I think he's a decent squad player, though, isn't he?
One that you never want to see on the pitch, though.
Yeah, I can't lie. I would rather see. I'm done with him, man. I'd rather see.
You know, like the incident at Spurs ain't done him no favours.
No.
That was a madness, wasn't it?
Funny enough, up until that, he was playing all right.
Yeah, he's all right, but
He's another who had a big knee injury. Same time as Bellerin.
yeah, do you remember that at Old Trafford, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And they both lost their ability to turn the way they used to.
Yeah.
Even when they turned like they used to, they wasn't great.
Always look at Rob Holding and think to myself, never been capped for England.
That is a great point, Bobby.
That
is a great point.
You're playing for Arsenal.
You're playing for Arsenal.
Never had one cap.
You never had one cap, but at one stage, Chris Smalling and Phil Jones were the best two we had, and you still couldn't get it at them. Like,
Callum Chambers, when he was playing well, got capped.
Yeah. He was always better for me than Holding.
Yeah.
Like, listen, I've got nothing against Holding in terms of his mentality.
He's a
he
good
wants
squad
to do
player.
well.
He's
Yeah,
a good
but
squad player.
we can do better.
I think 1.5 million.
Yeah, it was a treat.
Being too nice, though, man. Good
Oh,
squad.
Charlene, what she
I don't
thinks.
think you mean that.
You hit the face there, innit? Sorry?
I don't think you mean that.
Me?
You're just being
He's a
nice.
squad player. No, he's a squad player. He's a squad player that you don't want to see coming for half the season. But if it's like, if there's a game and someone's injured and he comes in, you're not sweating it, are you?
Fifth choice. Fifth choice centre back.
No, but what I'm saying, if there's a game and he comes in, you're not sweating it, are you?
She said she's tired of you.
I'm not sweating it, but I'm not. I know something can go wrong.
She didn't really say that. She didn't really say that. I said it. Which is true, though. George is funny.
What's going on? Water break again?
Yeah. Or for Charlene, it's a sleep break. Nap break.
Power nap.
It's a power nap.
Back Lampard.
Ah, Ty don't sleep.
Well, I do. Listen to music before bed. No, well, sometimes.
There's Reece Nelson there. Pablo Mari.
Walters.
Oh, there's rule.
Walters is going to come on, it looks like. Or is he on now?
Oh, yeah. Shirt's on. Probably for Saliba, innit?
Good.
For those players that, when you know you're kind of probably going,
It must be hard, mustn't it?
must be hard to be going.
But you know what, though, right? The first half sums up why it's like, this looks good. Second half, everyone comes on that we either don't want, they're leaving. And look at it, it's just completely different, isn't it? Do you know what I mean? There's no sharpness to it. We don't look anything like everyone. We're laughing at some people's performances because they're that bad. It just proves we've still got a lot of work to do, man.
I'm going to
Still
say
a
it
lot of
now.
work.
Walters coming on.
I'm going to say it now. I quite like Mikel's top.
Who's he coming on for us? Saliba? Oh, Pablo Mari as
Thank
well.
God you said it now.
Huh?
Thank God you said
I
it.
tried to buy that on Friday. I couldn't get it.
What, try to get what Mikel's top?
I was reading with the Pablo Mari. They said he did really well, you know.
Well, this one here?
Easy.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
The
nice.
AC Milan are interested in it.
Who's that? Sorry.
Mari?
Really?
Yeah.
No, he's not. I think he's a bit unlucky with you know.
The thing is, he wants to play, doesn't he? He wants to play. Is
Yeah.
he 28, 29?
Yeah.
Yeah. So he wants to play, doesn't he?
Shaka must be coming off.
Oh, that's a shame.
Lukonga coming on, I suppose.
Go on, Lukonga. I want to see some. He's a good player.
What about Balogun's in it?
So this Waters is coming on. You reckon he was decent the other day?
Gab's come off.
Where's
as
he
well.
play? This Waters. Centre back.
Yep, Lukonga, you're right.
Conga coming on.
Wolves will be up for the physical. You'll see the physical. I like this.
This is the player that's going to, according to Robbie, be the player of the season, standout player of the season.
Never said that. I said I feel he's going to have a good season.
Yeah.
But you have no patience with young players. I see that.
Did I misunderstood that then?
You got no patience. You already ready to bin him already. You know what I mean?
No,
Young
I
player.
never said that.
Young player of 23.
Don't worry.
22,
wait
20.
till Lee meets him and.
Yeah, yo. Sammy.
Yeah, that's
How you doing, Sam?
Right, hold on. I said I like him. I think he's going to, but I do think he needs to be on loan.
we're getting new players.
And I mean a Premier League club, I know.
No, you don't need to know loan. You've got Europa League games you can play in.
Oh, that's a good point. Yeah.
Was that Nelson?
Yeah.
There's Nelson on there.
He must have come off from Martinelli.
Yeah, Martinelli's come off.
Yeah,
Nelson
Martinelli's up.
Martinelli.
Mara's on.
What's going on?
Gabriel must have come off then.
Yeah, Gabriel must have come off.
Could be a shout for keeping Pablo Mari, you know. I don't think they will, but, you know.
He's left back.
It's a left-sided centre back.
I don't mind Harry's Mari, whatever. I don't mind him as much as I.
Some of the others, yeah.
He had a bad ankle injury though, didn't he? Do you remember he was playing?
Yeah.
I thought he was
Man
doing
City.
all right, and then he got injured. Man City, yeah.
Yeah, that was the start of the season. That's what we had David, isn't it?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Well, that was unlucky.
Go on, sip him. Pepe.
Who was that? That was a stiff turn, man.
Don't turn him.
Time to talk. Super Chat says, my goodness, the quality between the first half
Yeah,
and
that's
second
the
is
big
like
thing.
night and day.
It proves it. That's what I'm just said. Literally just said that. It's so true.
All of the French
Like,
players
it
are
just-
acting that
it
they've
shows
got a
you
spot cemented.
how much work we've got to do still.
That gap has got to be bridged.
Bellerin is terrible, man. It's terrible.
Hector, what are you going to do, Hector?
He's terrible, man. I'm sorry. Bellerin is awful. Absolute terrible player. Oh.
Well, then he does all right, though, doesn't he? Even, you know what I mean?
Just keeps it ticking.
Yeah, I just...
Elneny's always been all right. It's just
I
never...
like Elneny.
Good
Yeah,
squad
so do
player.
I.
For what he is, he's a good guy.
Squad player.
I just like the fact that he doesn't try and be a Fabregas. He knows he's an Elneny. Do you know what I mean? He just comes in and does the job. Like, I'm cool with that. Like, that's fine by me.
Yeah. Holding lost the Spurs game, but got a crucial goal versus West Ham.
True.
It didn't matter in the end, did it?
Didn't matter, exactly, yeah.
Samuel says Pablo Mari was the best player when he played for Flamingo. Led us to the
Yeah,
Libertad.
it's true.
That's
That's
he
what I
was
said.
class.
To me, it's an
Champions League,
argument
yeah,
to, you know, keep a player like that, man. Because I'm telling you, he's an experienced player. Oh, lovely
Oh,
turn.
that's good football, that.
He's an experienced player. He was a captain, Flamengo, over
Yeah, he
in
was
Brazil.
When we bought him, didn't they make Club World Cup final? That
Yeah,
year?
yeah,
did.
yeah.
Yeah. Lost to Liverpool, didn't
They
they?
did. And he played well in it.
Very well, yeah. Very, very well.
Do you think we just look like we understand it better? Like now we're actually keeping the ball.
I wouldn't be against him staying.
No, because the only thing that I have a little fear is that if Gabriel is injured, you just got two right footers as centre back. You haven't got he's a left footer. But I do think they will sell him. There's a lot of clubs. You know, when you look at the players that are sort of those fringe players, he's got a lot of clubs that want him.
In Italy, yeah.
Udinese,
AC Milan.
Udinese, yeah. AC
Pablo
Milan,
Mari.
AC Milan want him
Yeah.
in the Champions League. So he'll be interested in that, isn't he?
It's his positioning which is class. He's not quick, is he, at all? Like,
No.
like Mertesacker slow, but his positioning's quality.
He's a very experienced guy.
Then I'm interested in Rob Holding.
Yeah,
Bolton.
Blackpool.
This second half's been poor, man.
All right, go on in, Nenny. That's better.
Oh, it's a
I'll tell
great
you what.
ball. Oh, it's unlucky that.
That was a hell of a pass, wasn't it?
It's not
See?
Fabregas.
Yeah, he's
tried
tried
it.
a Fabregas vision pass.
Blessed, mommy. Trust me, blessed.
That was a nice quick turn of, you know.
No,
Broke the lines up.
that's unlucky that.
Something needs to happen in the second half, though. Just give us something.
Another L and any bang. Elliot. Honestly.
He's on the counter attack now, Everton.
Well, Waters. Go on, Waters. Go on, Waters. Bracken.
Oh, stay with him.
Alright.
We're looking forward to Charlene's fan cam.
Oh yeah, Greenerly in the chat says big up the panel. Saliba's been solid and Jesus was good.
That's fair. That's fair.
Yeah, that's fair.
Ask him how Gabriel played.
Lee, you heard.
Oh, go on in, go on in, go on in.
Oh, got it.
Ah.
You know, if that was a Premier League game, he would have went full pelt. It's just because that's a friendly, he's probably thinking,
He looked a little slow there compared to what he's.
I think if that was a Premier League game, he's going full pelt. I think a game like this, he's thinking, I don't want to get injured, innit?
Yeah, you don't want to risk it. You don't
Yeah.
want to risk
But then he loves goals. You got to go for it.
Nah, it's a friendly, man. You don't want to go full pelt into that. Ligament damage, you know what I mean? You're out for 3 months.
You know.
Out for 3 months, 4 months, Arsenal go and buy another player and that's it, you're done.
Yeah.
Nah, mate. This is better from Arsenal now. Wide, go wide. I think this is a chance.
Hit it.
Yes! Oh!
That's going in if it weren't for.
Lovely little turn that.
Yeah.
He's looking sharp.
That's one thing he's added to his locker. His turn on the ball.
First game he was one of the best players for me. That game against Nuremberg.
Dominating the
He
game
was
again, haven't we?
excellent.
Who's that?
Eddie, he was the best player on the pitch for me.
Really?
Yeah.
Better than Jesus?
Jesus scored the goals, but Eddie looked sharp. What do you think? I know you're not going to big him up. You hate him.
He done all right, Eddie, I've got to say.
Second
But
half, he done a lot better. I don't know
when
about
Jesus, when Martinelli and Jesus come on, it went up a level, went up a notch in my book.
I'm with you, Robbie. I'm keeping married for the squad.
You know, the baking oven went up a bit.
Unless you buy, you know what I mean, we've got no left-footed centre back.
Listen, I don't want to be
So-
for that. I don't want to be for that. That's
Still holding, man.
Look, again, he's done that.
That's a
Nice
foul,
little
ref.
Again.
Yeah.
Nice little turn.
Players offend me way more than
Sharp! Sharp!
Yeah, I'm giving him credit for that. Yeah, we're going to
Sharp!
need a lot of those this season to win our bets, though, I'm telling you.
Turn, and if you have a look at this, look, it's a quick turn, and he's
He's
driving at him like, you know.
Grabbing him like, who's that?
That Mikolenko, is that this Ukrainian?
Nah, this Holgate again, isn't it? No? Who's that? Who's that?
I'll tell you, he booked the wrong one there.
He's in Bultini.
Got on any,
No.
banger. He's the only long ranger.
He uses one for the season. It's Nuremberg.
That was a fucking rocket.
Let's swing it in. We've got Super Jay saying the game is on YouTube through us on Everton's website free to watch with better quality, and we had to pay for Minecraft quality. I hope they spend the money to buy Zinchenko.
Oh, actually, it's live on YouTube.
Yeah.
Well, look, listen, if we
What,
play
officially live?
$5.99, it gets us our midfield player. I'm happy to pay it.
Officially live on YouTube?
It's on YouTube. I mean, this is
And Twitch as well.
yeah, this
Whoa.
And Twitch.
50,000 people.
Yeah, but who's running that stream?
Hector F.
Yes.
Yeah, but that's a dodgy.
Yeah.
But Everton are showing it free,
Everton showing it
and
free.
that is official.
Like,
That is official.
And we paid
That's
we pay £6.
That's so bad.
I mean, I know, but that's
I can't get
Arsenal
over
fans around the world have had to pay £5.99.
that. That is awful.
$5.99. and half of them are falling asleep while watching.
And even at half time, there was no half time highlights, no back to the studio, nothing. So all they're literally doing is taking the feed from America. They've not even got their comment. They've not added anything to it. They're not adding anything to it.
They got like an ex-player commentating on it, or I don't know.
I think it's ripped. It's a bit of a rip.
A bit.
No, a big rip.
Yeah, the opposition
Second half's been a bit hard work,
isn't it? For free. How are you charging for it?
It's probably Troops. He's over there, isn't he? He's probably commentating.
Samuel's asking, well, he's saying, Robbie kept saying the transfer window's open till September, but the league starts August the 5th. Last season, we missed out by 2 points. Every game is crucial.
No, this season is that you don't need to listen. Because what I said is this season, and the difference between this season, and not even last season, but the previous seasons, is that we ain't bought no one until the last minute. And even last season, after the signings we bought them all late, and none of them were ready for the first game. Only Ben White played in the first game, wasn't it?
Yeah. So bad that was.
And even he weren't really ready, was he? He didn't do a pre-season, did he?
No, he had COVID or something, didn't he?
Yeah, but he hadn't. I don't think he'd done a proper pre-season.
No, he hadn't. No.
So that's the difference this time. A player like Jesus.
That's decent. Oh, terrible touch.
A player like Jesus has had a pre-season. So, you know.
No, we're going to be a little bit more ready than what we was last season. That is true.
And then, you know, how the transfer market
Hope
works.
so, Christ.
How a
we
lot,
ain't, I mean.
How a lot like we did in the first half against Palace, we'll be all right.
A lot of teams in the transfer market, they'll do their main signings, right? And then what they'll do is then they'll wait a bit, see what comes, because you do get little things that come up, man, that you weren't expecting.
Yeah.
I mean, today, I'm not saying this is going to happen, yeah, but today we get linked with Leroy Sané, yeah? So let's just say towards the end of the window, Bayern decide that, you know what, we bought in such and such and such. Yeah, you know, we'd sell him. You know, all of a sudden you can get
imagine having him.
That happens at every window. That happens.
Oh, what a sign!
But it's just what I don't like is that Arsenal over the years we've relied on that solely. The bargain the bargains at the end of it.
No one done his knee now, didn't he?
Yeah, he ain't been the same since.
Yeah, that's crucial.
Come on, Pepe. Come on.
What is going to happen with old Pepe? What I want to know.
He's going to go, isn't he? Seville want him apparently.
You see how much Sevilla want to pay for him?
No, go on.
15 million.
15.
15.
Just have to go.
Bellerin, pass the ball, man.
Man,
he should have passed the ball there a long time before that. Yeah, 15 million, they said.
Just take it, man.
He'll do well somewhere else, I think.
Look, the man's there.
What is he doing, this guy? Like, get him off, man.
Look at Pepe
this guy
was there,
sucks.
stood
And
there.
hasn't he got the armband as well? I mean, has he got the armband, Bellerin? Oh, man, this is everything that's wrong. Right? What is going on here?
Wait, he's got the armband now.
This guy is so embarrassing.
No, he should have the armband now with the players on.
El Nini.
Yeah.
Or Turner.
He'd be too nervous, mate, without captain armband.
Too much for him.
It'd be too much for him.
Or Rob Holding.
I didn't see that coming. Oh.
Rob Holding moved. Part of the leadership group.
Yeah.
Turner.
You know what? That's one term we need to leave last season. Leadership group.
Yeah, get rid of that.
I hate all of that.
You know, a lot of teams.
Five captains, leadership group. What is it all about? I never hear it in any other club apart from Arsenal. Like,
I hear a lot of clubs say that.
Man, do you think leadership groups?
Yeah.
Yeah, but you know the other clubs, their leadership group.
Well, one captain to lead.
One
They're trying to
captain
sell it to us.
and a vice captain. That's it. You don't need leadership groups. What is all that about? I mean, I've seen some stinkers before. This guy is so bad.
Skin more than a potato, isn't he? Like that.
It's shocking, isn't it? He has been terrible, hasn't he? Bellerin.
Good tackle,
wow.
good tackle.
Get Bella out, bro.
I can't Bellerin. That's better.
Better skin. He's been skinned.
Oh, nice.
Oh, that's nice. Well,
New contract.
as it happens, old Turner's done all right today. Mr. Turner.
Yeah, he hasn't had much to do, but yeah.
No,
Done
what he's
nothing
done
to do,
is-
that's why.
He's done it all right.
That's the one. Go on in.
Oh, no, Pepe. Pop it inside.
Switch out.
And that's the end of the break.
Whoa, what the hell was that?
No, come on now. See how even now Annie now thinks he's Shaka?
You think Xhaka can do that?
No. I've been watching him. Why have I tried to be like Shaka? Be yourself.
You know what? I watched a compilation, yeah, not a compilation, but I watched a video the other day, and it had a few of Song's assists for Van Persie, and do you remember we was fed up with Song back then?
Used to do little
Song's
chips.
actually better than Xhaka and El Nene. No, but we at the time we wanted better.
Remember he used to do the little chips, the little chips he was used to do.
And then the Van P volley.
I remember there was some games I was frustrated by it, but he's
Oh, I quite like Song. I thought
Song
decent.
Listen, Turkey.
Who?
17 assists last season.
Alex Song.
For Robin.
Hey, he's
17
alright.
assists.
Did you?
But you got.
Well, that's the
I was quite young at the time. I was.
Yeah, he was young at the time. That's right.
No, but that was what within 6 years of you guys seeing Vieira play week in week out.
Yeah. It's just, you know.
He was
Yeah.
a talented player. Barcelona bought him for a reason. But
I saw some
didn't pay him
shockers.
for a reason.
Saw some shockers in there, didn't we? Really after Vieira.
We've been very, very privileged. Vieira, Edu,
Gilberto was very underrated.
Gilberto, very, very unrated.
He got anything. Oh, that's great.
No, we shouldn't even mention Gilberto's name amongst some of the
Fabregas.
Did well there. Did well.
We've had some
Done all right.
fantastic midfield players.
Holding's done
Oh, we
all
had
right.
some shockers after.
Right, Bellerin, come on, turn the burners on, man.
Oh,
Burners.
Petit. He was awesome for a couple of seasons, Petit.
Yeah, Petit was great. Yeah, but we also had some shockers, man.
Again.
Well,
Pascal wasn't bad. It's just
the Nilsson.
Do you remember, do you remember Stephen Hughes? Stephen Hughes.
Yeah.
Done
He
a
was
job.
alright. He was
Done a
alright.
job. You know what I mean? Like,
Stephen, yeah.
Pascal Sagan weren't bad.
done a
I
job.
mean, he wasn't bad. What it was with him was that
Nah, man, he was.
couldn't make up if he made a mistake.
He's
But I don't
rubbish.
think he was bad, no.
He's rubbish, man.
Who's that?
I think he's rubbish. Pascal.
Sagan.
Pascal. What, see again?
Pascal,
Sagan.
yeah. I don't think he was bad.
He looked like Lee.
I knew that was coming.
Start calling you that from now on, Pascal.
Pascal.
That's a bit harsh to Pascal. No, he did, yeah, they did both.
We had. Do you remember we had like 5 or 6 years where everyone beginning with the surnames S at the back was just shocking. Senderos, Silvestre, Skilacci, like so many. I was like, oh,
Stepanovs.
no more S. Stepanovs, yeah. Igor
Skilacci,
Stepanovs.
man.
Skilacci
Didn't
was
he
the
start
worst
the
for me.
sixth?
Senderos, I didn't think was a very good central defender.
I've got a question for the four of you actually, because this came up on the Euros chat. Someone sent in a super chat earlier in the week. Who would you take, Prime Arshavin or Prime Eduardo?
Arshavin.
Well, if you want
I went Eduardo.
if you want goals,
I don't know why.
I'll tell you what, Eduardo was a
Eduardo's the best finisher I've seen other than Robbie
Eduardo's a great
Fowler.
finisher.
Yeah.
I think I'd have a class Prime Eduardo.
I'll go Eduardo
Arshavin
because
too lazy, man.
Arshavin did my head in, man.
That was his too lazy. That was his thing.
if you want assists, Andres.
So what? Let's get your votes in. 1 Arshavin,
Arshavin.
1 Eduardo, 2 Eduardo,
Eduardo.
Eduardo.
3 Eduardo, 3-2.
Oh, he's given a yellow card, finally.
Charlie, 2. Eduardo. Plenty of enthusiasm.
Mara, you getting the book, I think.
Okay, and Ty.
I probably would
That
go for Eduardo because Eduardo could score out of nothing, but they're very close because I saw what Andre could do.
It's a great question. I was
It's a
really
brilliant
thinking
question.
about it.
Here's a brilliant question.
Oh, you only got yellow for that?
If Eduardo wouldn't have got injured, my God, that guy was.
I'm sure everybody remembers that outrageous backheel.
Did he
volley
book
against
Murray
Gulf.
for that?
Mary got booked after all of these challenges.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. But Cecil, what's new? There's nothing new.
No, don't start him off. It was a fact. It was a booking. He knew exactly what he was doing.
He was.
Yeah,
'Cause
no,
he knew he was off.
Fair play, but I would not seen this from the Everton lot. They've been
True,
well
true.
dirty.
Yeah.
Well
There's
dirty.
loads of. He didn't have to book
I
him.
think they've just booked one Everton player as well.
Right, let's see. Matt Turner. Here it comes. I don't know.
No, it doesn't.
Ward done his job.
No, it doesn't.
It's a touchdown.
Hey, who's that?
You see that Trusty the Process has gone on loan to Birmingham as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Trusty the Process. That's what I call him.
Well, he's gonna be playing with that disgraced Dini, so he's gonna do what, isn't he?
Bang it. Yeah, one.
Ah, see, I wanted this. I nearly said this earlier. Pepe banger, but never going to happen, was
3
it?
minutes added time.
Who'd you say, Ty? Disgrace what? Oh, Dini. Is he still playing there, is he?
I think he is.
Christ, how old
I
is he
think
now,
he's
man?
injured for most of last season, wasn't he?
He's
So-
done,
so
he's
has
done,
mate
man.
Troy.
He's done. He needs to just...
So has mate Troy.
You know, at the start of the second half, yeah, you made, I think it was you that, you made what people might think was a joke at the time. Yeah, you said it's staying at 2.
No, that's what I said. I said that.
Yeah, it wasn't a joke.
No.
It wasn't a joke.
No, we said it would be.
I did say, I said, oh, well, I've seen everyone come on, it'll be 2-0 then.
2-0.
Look at it. Yeah, 2-1. Nah, it's madness. This team, this B team ain't good enough. Christ. Nah, we want top 4, no chance so far. We've got a lot of work to do. People say we need 2 more signings. Try 5 or 6.
I also think that Everton have improved second half, if I'll be honest. They've got a few
Remember,
better
a lot
players.
of a lot of those players there, Dan, will not be there though next season. So and there's also a lot of players that are not playing. You know what I mean? That we've signed.
He does that bit really well, doesn't he, Bellerin?
But then look at that bit.
He just runs into a wall.
Run into a brick wall. No end product.
Bounced off, doesn't he?
The minute he said that Alexis Sanchez wants to win too much, I was done with him. What was that, 4 years ago? I was like, get rid of him, man. Why is he still here?
Oh,
I'll tell you
Nice.
what, Eddie
Nice.
is impressed.
Eddie's done all right.
Nice.
What have you got?
Even better.
Here's
lovely
Lukonga,
Unlucky.
the player of the season. What a cross.
Oh, yeah, he's, you know, I mean, Robbie could be right here.
That was a good.
And the young
See
Premiership
that nice
player
ball
of the
boy
year,
by Sambi. Go on, banger. Oh, come on, El Nini.
Reverse it.
Sambi Lukonga.
I thought El Nini was going to do one of his...
Someone bang one time.
Hey, Eddie's looking good.
Eddie's sharp.
Eddie's been
sharp,
alright,
man, I
to
told
be
you.
fair. Eddie has been alright.
Eddie's looked sharp.
They're done. Why do they keep throwing the ball away like that? What's that?
Been very impressed with Eddie. He's come on
Yeah,
and
no,
done
fair
well.
play
hasn't
to Eddie, man. He's come on and
He's
he's
been
looked
steady
sharp.
Eddie, isn't he?
It was
Steady
good turnout,
Eddie.
isn't it?
Yeah, very good turnout.
Good turnout, man.
Oh,
It's been a spiky little friendly, this man.
Yeah, but this is the
Yeah,
rest.
Tchaikovsky, yeah.
But this is restful because he hasn't booked players.
oh, Sambi.
That's Pepe, yeah.
Kicking us all game and getting away with it.
Was that a free transfer to Everton, Tarkowski?
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
a decent signing.
It is a good sign.
Yeah, he's always been a good defender, to be fair to him.
He has, yeah.
I think it is a good sign, but it's peak Everton, isn't it?
Yes.
As a
Yeah, because he's 31 now, isn't he?
Oh, is he?
is it?
Wow.
Well, West
He's
Ham
not
tried
a kid no
signing
more.
He is a good player.
Yeah, no, you're right.
He was a good player.
But you're also right. You're also
Oh.
right with that point.
Oh!
Hang on a minute. Hang on a minute.
Jeez.
Ref. Ref.
No, that's
Yeah.
Jeez, man. Right at the end of the game, that was a deliberate.
I knew it was coming. I could see it coming. It's bubbling. It's bubbling.
got a red for that. This is the problem.
Yeah, Gabriel's.
17.
It's a friendly, man. Come on, man. You're leaving those in.
That was right at the end.
Yeah, done, yeah.
He's just
Don't
blown it
separate
up.
their face.
He's just blown it up. He's just said, had enough.
What happened at the
This
game?
is bad though. Look at
That
this
is
bang. Yeah,
Oh, come on, man.
It's a good tackle.
what?
What good
That
tackle.
was
What?
alright, man.
Nah, he's left one on him, man.
That
He's left one on
Tarkowski
it,
Look,
again, yeah.
look at the way he walks off. He knows. No, it's a
knew what he'd done.
90.
He knows.
It's
He
2-0.
knows,
93rd
he
minute,
left one
right?
on
He left one on him, man. I'll be waiting for him down the tunnel.
Well, pre-season.
Yeah.
Wow.
Final whistle, 2-0 Arsenal. Second half. This is what I'm saying. These men are doing handshakes, bro. Maitland-Niles and Iwobi.
It's a
Like,
friendly,
I
man.
don't care if it's
Oh, they used to play
behind
with each
closed
other.
doors.
Their mates, they used to play together.
Oh,
He
but
said, come
same-
through the academy together.
That should be
It's
in
a
the
friendly.
changing
If that was a Premier League game,
Like
I'd
Roy
hear you.
Keane.
He's Roy Keane.
I love
The
Roy
Turkish
Keane.
Roy
I
Keane.
can't
I
lie
love
to
Roy
you.
Keane as well.
I love Roy Keane.
Roy Keane's punditry, yeah. Wow.
No, I don't mind that. Like,
Hey, big up those fans out there, man. They've been brilliant.
Yeah, they have been.
No, more importantly, that time.
No, I don't mind them being friendly after games and all that. Once the game's finished, you know, Turkish is, you know, very negative. Like, you know, I don't know why.
I
If
haven't met Edu
if
yet, have
anything, no, you know what? If anything, I could understand like an Everton fan. If an Everton fan was saying what you were saying, I'd get it. because they just lost 2-0, even though it's a friendly.
No, but Maitland Niles should be at Everton, and then they can do their handshake together in blue shirts.
Yeah.
Fair play.
I'm just, why are people like this still here? Just please, Bellerin captain. This guy's doing handshakes, my guy. let me look at these super chats. Carl says Gabriel's hands down our best defender, and he's still young. Selling him would be sacrilege. Oz says I didn't go to the game tonight. The Ravens and Arsenal were price gouging. A lot of people stayed at home and weren't having it. Are you going to Orlando?
Yeah, the tickets are expensive in America, like nearly $100. So, yeah.
How much was that one for today then? What, 50 quid?
No, I think they're more than that.
More than that.
Yeah, they're very expensive, the tickets. Yeah.
When you think their pay-per-view for boxing is $100 a pop in UFC, well, I think UFC as well. That's mad. That's to watch it on TV. So yeah, the stadium price is crazy. Sam says we may need to put a wig on Cedric to get Bellerin's price up.
Who was it who was saying earlier that they feel he's a better backup than Cedric? No chance for that evidence today.
Nah, man, no way.
chance.
Bellerin's dreadful.
I think you was saying it, Robbie. I think it was you.
No, it's probably you.
I think you was.
I think Pascal. I think it was you, man.
Pascal.
Man of the match.
It wasn't me.
Man of the match.
Jesus, man.
Yeah. It's a tough one. It's a tough one today.
Yeah,
you know?
it's getting really hard to get man of the match because not everybody plays all the time. But Partey, I didn't even know he was playing.
Jesus.
Done all right in the first half, I suppose. Jesus was.
First half he was.
That first goal was really good.
Yeah, Partey was right in the first half, but yeah.
So what is that? Marquinhos there, yeah?
Marquinhos there, yeah.
So we just brought him and didn't put him on the bench.
Fabio there.
They'll probably play the next game.
They're there as cheerleaders.
We'll probably see him.
Turkish, I think it's a squad of like 30 players though. So I think there's a good like 5 or 6 that weren't included. Probably will in it. I don't know. Just feeding them.
It's lovely to see. Look at all those Arsenal fans out there. That is the greatest thing to see.
Brilliant.
Passionate,
And
first
those-
touch quality goal. I
Those
like
fans, right? You know what I mean? That's, you know, they don't get to see Arsenal like every week.
That
like we
Jesus
do.
goal, that is class.
Cedric delivery.
that. Yeah,
That first
an assist from Cedric.
Finish.
Great finish.
Cecil Cedric,
Touch was
Cecil
brilliant.
Cedric. It's like, do you know what I mean? It's kind of,
And then there you go, an assist as well. Lucky, but
no, I like.
Yeah, I think with the goal and the assist, you've got to give
There
it
you go.
together.
That's why I said it. You know what I mean? But see, I'm watching the game where you lot are chatting. Yeah? Goal and an assist. And you're like, I don't know if I saw enough. Goal and assist.
No, man, fair play.
Stan says he
was
can
happy
see
with
Jesus scoring 25 league goals.
Well, that'd be great.
Wow, imagine.
25's a lot,
I
but
don't know,
that'd be
that's a
great.
big expectation, that.
You'll
But,
probably get the golden. What was the golden boot last year? 22.
yeah.
You know, 22 was the golden boot last year. So, yeah.
No, I don't see that happening, but yeah, well, hopefully.
Yeah.
K2 says, how did Odegaard perform today, and do you guys feel he is the right captain?
Listen, he's quiet today. That's his first game back. You know what I mean? Again, like 45 minutes.
Yeah, run out is all we
It's,
expect.
you know what I mean? It's all about just getting minutes in the legs, isn't it? Like, pre-season.
I'd still have Kieran Tierney personally, but everyone wants
Even with the
Odegaard,
injury
so.
concerns? 'Cause
Listen, I'll go along with that. But Tierney,
If Tierney was fit, yeah, I
want someone to replace Tierney now.
Yeah. Well,
Talking of that, we haven't seen. He ain't played yet, has he?
Played 30 minutes, did he not? Against
Oh yeah, the first
he did.
Nuremberg.
He did
Yeah,
do that, yeah. And then
He
at
didn't come
half
on
time, he
full
done some more extra.
Man,
He'll be in the next game.
Yeah, but it's worrying that 30 minutes, then he's not even in the squad
It's worrying
today.
it's pre-season. There's no Ben White, no Tommy Asu. Tierney's got 30 minutes. Like Fabio Vieira's in the boot.
Yeah, but there's still, there's still 2 games over there. There's the Emirates Cup.
Right, let's see what happens in them too.
So
Yeah, Dan, you're being very, very negative, like, you know what I mean? Like,
Edu gets it, yeah?
Yeah,
Edu knows what he's doing, all that stuff.
you're
yeah?
in Turkish, you know what I mean? We want to sit next to you two on a plane, that's all I'm saying.
Be on time on Tuesday, Lee. That's all I'm saying, man.
But what I'm saying is, you know what I mean, like, these games have come, like, Tommy Asu, you're right about him, he was injured towards the end of last season, hasn't played. Ben White injured towards the end of last season, but Kieran said, these are the guys that they've got to be ready for that first game. If they're not,
Colin says Eddie looks hungry and sharp.
I've
I'm
got to
impressed.
say that he looks sharp.
Yeah,
I'm
fair
really
play.
impressed.
Kind of, yeah. KD says is Bellerin the most degraded player in Arsenal ever? By degraded, maybe you mean most criticised. What do you say? I don't know. I remember
I think he gets a lot of criticism.
Bentner got it a lot.
He gets a lot of criticism because
Mustafi.
the hopes for him were so high. I think.
Probably. Xhaka definitely he's in that.
I just think we've like
Shamak.
the likes of Bellerin and maybe Shaq. Patience has run out of us. We're Arsenal fans.
Yeah.
I'm not being horrible.
That's true.
They've been here long enough, man. Not
Yeah.
being successful. So you think right, enough's enough, and I don't mean that nastily. You know what I mean? Like, so sometimes
you're right.
it's best for the player to move on.
No, I think you're right. You know what I mean? Been here. You have patience with, like, even last year we saw Nuno Tavares, but you have patience with him. He's new. You haven't seen it year in, year out. But when you've got a player, like today, I saw Bellerin. A lot of the things that he did today, I've been seeing it
Doing
for
5 years ago.
He just run, no in
Xhaka,
product, nothing. So then
Bellerin,
you look on it and you
that's
say,
enough.
well, you're not going to improve. It's best for both parties. You just move on. You go somewhere where you're going to be playing and do better, and we get someone else. And it gets to that stage with some players, and that's where it is with him.
Yeah, I remember one time they said he tried to say, I don't want to go back to Barca, I'm happy at Arsenal, and everyone was over the moon. Listen, we should have taken that 50 million then or whatever it was.
100.
Where are we? From being a fan favourite to the hatred, says KD. I guess that's what Robbie's saying. I guess the expectations.
Yeah, the expectations for him were high because he was a fan favourite. I think a lot of the fan favourite thing was more on him as a personality rather than ability on the pitch because we've just not seen it. I think there was one good season he's had in the time he's been here. Am I being harsh?
No,
when he burst onto the scene, and since then, more of it's been his personality, and fans liked him because of that, rather than what I've seen on the pitch.
Defensively and crossing, I've never got it really, ever.
No.
So,
listen, he had a little something when he was young. Injury did cause something, but I think
Pace.
his mentality is the main
I remember when he
problem.
played. Was it against Chelsea and at the back post? I think someone come in and headed it. He actually got
over
injured. Do you remember? Like, and I just thought, like, if you're a proper defender, you get that out, like, and I just
you need to love philosophy if you're a proper defender.
I think you have. I think you've got to endear it, haven't you? Like, you know what I mean?
Because look, Tierney's not the biggest, but he
he's
loves
going
a
to
little.
put himself in his body and all that. Yeah.
Zabir says Saliba was class today. He reminds me of Van Dijk. Calm down, my
Calm
guy.
down,
His
man.
ability to already defend with aura and composure is remarkable.
Calm down.
He's got a lot of composure there, but putting Van Dijk in that sentence,
Wow.
calm down.
But he did look nice, and he looked.
But
Yeah,
Saliba,
he looked great.
listen,
He looked good.
he was comfortable today.
Didn't really get tested.
No, but like, listen, Calvin Lewin's a top player. He didn't test him, did he? So
Yeah,
that's
true.
a good,
True.
So
Good sign, yeah.
it's a good sign. Yeah, exactly. He's not going to be bullied whatever happens, which I like.
Look comfortable on the ball.
Comfortable on the ball. Not going to be physically bullied. Yeah, I like it. I like it.
And Cavell says, finally looks like our team is coming together. Well, a couple more games left in America next week, 2 in Orlando.
Couple more signings, Mr. Edu, and we'll be ready to go.
Oh, you're putting pressure on your guy,
Maybe a couple more. I'd say 3.
Right now.
I'd say 4.
4.
Yeah, really.
We won't get 4. But even if we got,
that's what we need, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's true. It's true. Any last thoughts? Man of the match, he said Jesus. So we agree
Yeah, I'm
Jesus.
going to go Jesus, but very impressive, Eddie. Come on. Very impressive.
Jesus for me.
Yeah, Jesus. Saliba as well. Nice to see him out there, but I'll give it to Jesus. People, make sure you guys hit the like button if you haven't already. There's still 8K still watching live, so big up everyone watching live.
Don't want to go to bed.
It's all over the world, Lee. All over the world.
Charlene does.
Charlene's desperate for
What the
bed.
time is. Full-time reaction?
yeah, full time's coming up.
Yeah, full-time is coming up with James, people, as always.
And that will definitely send you to sleep.
Yeah, if you're not tired, then head over there, people. Head over. Love for the love. Hit the like button and tune in to the rest of the content we have coming out this weekend and next week in Orlando. Me, Robbie, Cecil, James, Lee judges. I believe Helen's out there, Julian's out there, Curtis is out there. So there's going to be a hell of a lot of us out there in Orlando. Listen, I've already got a lot of messages. Love for the love, people. We're going to meet up with fans. We're going to do all of that. Content out there is going to be banging. So next week, look out for that, people. We're out. Peace.